Hey, how you doing? Melly Mel was the first one in the line. Ow. Hey, Miss Roslyn. Hey, my brother Blue. I meant to drop in your live, I believe, yesterday. Weren't you live yesterday? I meant to stop by because I did get your notification came down, but my in-laws was here, so I got a little distracted. Um, but in a good way. Let's see. Hey, Miss Denise. Hey, D. How you doing? What's up? What's up? Hey, Miss Denise. Hey, Tammy. How are you? You too, Blue. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. All right. I'm on live, so you're gonna have to give me this bone. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Yeah, keep it on your bed because it make too much noise on the floor. Hey, Miss Annette. How you doing, Bookie? Hold on, let me get this. You okay, but you gonna have to play with your bone when I'm done off live because it's making too much noise. Okay, I'm sorry, Pooh. Sorry to ruin your good time. Anywho, hold on. Let me move some things out to me where so I can sit up straight. Miss Annette, how you been, friend? It's good to see you. You been doing good. That's awesome. Millie Mel, what's been shaking? Everybody doing good? I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. Elbow. Oh my goodness, I'm so tickled. Nah, hey, elbow. I am so done. I do not know why I find that absolutely hilarious that you can't think of his name, so you just gave him a whole new name. And the fact that that name is Elbow is fucking hilarious. But don't feel bad. Sister teacher named him Ryder. So, elbow, rider, rebel. If you got a treat, he'll answer to all of them. Okay. And I'm doing good, Mel. I'm doing excellent, sweetheart. So, if y'all would like to make yourselves at home, you can. Crowd participation is wonderful. As the folks have definitely been stopping by here, but y'all been making me work extra hard, meaning that I gotta fill in the quiet points when y'all not talking to me. So if y'all not gonna talk to me now, let me know in advance so I won't be expecting you to talk to me. Okay. Now, all right, then I can just say what I got to say and get the hell on somewhere. All right. Now, y'all not going what you're not gonna be doing is you're not gonna be coming in here speaking to me and shit, and then leave me in here just to be talking to my ops and shit. All right, that's not what I'm gonna be doing. Okay. Now, when y'all stop paying me attention, I'm gonna stop paying y'all attention and get the fuck on about my business. Okay. We under new management. All right. We under new management, meaning we all ain't gonna give a fuck together. Okay. Now, hey, Carbon Collective, welcome in, Sugar Sugar. Ah. Mm-mm. Unless, of course, y'all be coming here for peace and quiet or something. Is that what it is? Cause I be seeing all y'all around these YouTube streets be real amped up. Then y'all come over here and want to act like we in church or something. Listen, Linda. Y'all not gonna be over here acting like we in that Sunday school's best over here. Okay, I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. Okay. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Be coming over here with y'all legs crossed and y'all church hats on. I be damn. Everyone now and then. I'm going to say I love you, break rule. Everyone now and then. What does that mean? And I love you too, Bookie. I love you too. Now, now that I've spoken, I wanted to come on here real kind of like briefly or whatever because I know that it be getting jam packed around here or whatever, and I ain't been on here too much of the month of July or whatever. I think I've only been live like 3 times out of these 8 days, but however, um, there is something that I did want to come on here and discuss today. Let me sip my coffee. I'm the survivor. How are you, sugar? Welcome. Stop. I said, cut it out. Now, I put that stuff on you for a reason, and you licking it off is defeating the purpose. Sit right there so I can keep an eye on you. Sit down. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now, I done told your big bobblehead ass to stop licking the stuff off, all right? Now, enjoy the scents of eucalyptus and lemon and just bask in it, okay? I said no. No means no. All right, now we got company. Act like you got some sense, okay? Hey, Miss Ruby, how you doing? No. Now I will tell you, listen, Linda, I will listen. If I got to put a damn muzzle on you, stop licking the stuff off your hands, all right? I want your paws nice, clean, and yeast free, okay? We a nice, clean family over here. Cut it out. Now, cut it out. Now, that shit ain't that damn good. You're going to be sick. Hey, Miss Michaela. Hey, Miss Renee. How you doing? How you doing? Now, lay down and stop licking your paws. All right? That shit is too expensive for you to be licking it off. Let me see. Okay, I did say hey to everybody. Welcome in. Shout out if you do not mind. Right, Mel. Tell him now. I tell you, I should have named him Big Lick, because that's all he like doing is just licking on himself. I gotta keep one eye on Rebel, y'all, because he just had a bath and he just got rubbed down in his ointment that keeps his skin protected and the bugs off of him, and his antifungal, antibacterial, all that stuff. And I like it to sit and marinate, and he likes to lick it off because the smell attracts him. Anywho, let's move forward. If you do not mind, please indulge in the like button. If you would like to bless this live during this live, you are more than welcome to. Um, I'm okay, honey bunch, and hope you're just fine. I am actually excellent. You did? I am pretty doggone excellent. I thank you so much, Tennessee, for becoming a member. That means the world to me, y'all, because I think literally this month I probably only got like 3, 4 blessings. And that was from Miss Joanne, someone who blessed me yesterday. And I think on my first day of the month, I don't know. I ain't even go live on the first. I think on the second, but not that it matters, but yeah, I'm not really one to set much of a goal physically, but I will be trying to at least accumulate, like, we'll say lucky number 7, at least 7 blessings. And our beautiful Tennessee just got us up and running, and I truly thank you, Tennessee, for real. I'm just a small time channel and a small town girl, you heard me. Listen, Linda, thank you so much. So the reason why I'm before you, hey Jaleel, how are you, love? Welcome. The reason why I'm before you, and Jesus, as much as I really kind of don't like tapping into some of this stuff because it just be kind of goofy. There is some things I do want to discuss that is laid on my heart to discuss, right? So here goes nothing. I was had my ear a little bit to these YouTube streets, just a little bit, hearing some things that are being said and that's going on. Okay. Now, even though there's a lot being said and things of that nature, there is something I want to talk about that stuck out to me that just really didn't sit well with me. As a content creator, an individual content creator, I will discuss what I want to discuss over here. I have nothing to do with anybody's fan clubs and malicious intents and all of that. We are grown ass people who can talk about whatever we like. If people do not like what is discussed in channels, I suggest just go look elsewhere. Okay. Because commentary is commentary. Okay. So yeah. And if you want to make my live your commentary, my thoughts about someone else's thoughts your commentary, you're more than welcome to. You dig? I do believe in fair exchange, ain't no robberies. All right. Get you some. Now, let's get into it. Mama 3 is in the building. Shout out. And before I go any further, because one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hype my freaking besties up. Okay. And if y'all don't know, even though I love these women and they're my sisters in real life, I always now refer to them as also my YouTube besties or whatever. Mama 3 is really, listen, that's one of my right hands, you dig? There ain't really too many words I can even say for you to understand how much I appreciate this woman. I love each and every one of my mods. I love them unconditionally. I mean, I really love my mods. I do have to say how proud I am of Mama 3. And I'm not gonna stop shouting you out as this is your moment, your time to really shine, baby. And I know people pull up for the teardowns, rarely pull up for the celebrations because too many people run around here drinking haterade and all of that shit. But listen, Linda, listen. Last night you went live, and that live is at 32,000 views. Mama 3 is not over there being heavily trolled and all of that. Like a lot of people, when they may hit heavy views, sometimes it's a lot of trolling and shit talking in the chats. It is very little of that in Mama's 3 lives, which lets you know that people are coming in there because they want to see. You know what I mean? And see what's going on. And Mama 3 is really rocking out on this Chris Sean Rock and Blueface and all of that stuff. She's really rocking it out the park. And I think Mama 3 is probably I don't even know where her calculations are, but I do know that live last night hit 32,000 views, and that is simply amazing. You understand? She has some more that has hit like 20 something K, and she got some 10Ks and whatever the case may be. It's just excellent over there. So, I'm a big my motherfucking sister up every step of the way because I watched her grind. I don't care who leave the chat. I don't give a shit who don't want to celebrate our people because you got a funky ass problem with me or anybody else adjacent to me, baby. I don't give a fuck if I gotta celebrate my people with just two people. All right. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna always celebrate my homies because I'm so freaking proud of her. I don't know what to do. You heard me? I'm so proud of her. And I just wanted to shout her out on my channel in front of our peers. I'm so happy for you, Mama 3. Please keep pushing it. You heard me? Keep doing what you doing because unlike others, you ain't got to get in no mess. You ain't got to argue back and forth. You got it out the mud and didn't need no fucking Brianna Latrue saga. That's one thing people can't say is you had to switch up on yourself to get moving and shaking. As they say with the tortoise and the hare, slow and steady wins the motherfucking race. You dig? So shout out to you, baby girl. Keep pushing, and I'm standing right behind you every fucking step of the way. Your win, a win for you is certainly a win for me. You heard me? So listen, Linda. Shout out to you, baby. I love you so, so much, man. For real. I truly, truly do. I truly do. And the way you show up even while you was pushing and grinding, the way you have shown up for me through these years, through this time, you know what I mean? Your heart's so genuine, man, for real. And I just think that is so worth shouting out to the crowds. You heard me? You really been a dedicated mod, and I love my mods, Mel. You know, you've been dedicated, my sister teachers and my cousins, so many. But I got to shine that light on you for pushing that channel and also standing in the gap for all of us that you support. Man, listen, Linda, and being a dedicated mother. So you deserve your flowers here in the break room for one Wizzy, dig? So shout out to you, M3. Keep pushing. I'm so proud of you. And yes, absolutely, man, till the wheels fall off. You heard me? And y'all know every now and then I shine a light on my people or whatever. And right now, this light I just got to shine on Mama 3 for just doing what she do. Now with the mushy stuff out the way, authentic young lady, welcome in, sweetie pie. Miss Brenda, welcome in, welcome in. Free, welcome in. Ace, welcome in. Jackie Moore, what's happening? Sugar. I'm very happy to see each and every one of y'all in here. Miss Angela, shout out to you. So I got my coffee with me, and I got a little giggly bush with me. And we're gonna jump into this live. If y'all ready, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Where's my lighter? Alrighty. Sip a little coffee. And before I go, as Mel is in here, Mel, I do also want to thank you for when it comes to um mods like showing up and just being there, even if it's not convenient, busy, this, that, and the third. You and Mama 3 are exceptional at trying to, be here to hold me down. And I really appreciate you, Mel. I really do. You know what I mean? If ever Mama 3 might be on her live and can't make it, you then try to show up for both of us. You dig? So your dedication to our channels do not go unnoticed. You heard me? You even tried to navigate two of Mama Three's lives that were going at the same time. You know what I mean? And you show up for me all the time. You heard me? And I just really appreciate you guys. I really do. I love all my mods. I really do. But in this particular season, you two have really been truly dedicated. And I know others, it ain't because they don't want to be. We all have schedules and things going on. But in spite of all of that, y'all still show up. So thank you so very much. You feel me? So, and to all my mods, thank y'all so much for being here when you can. You dig? For real, because that's what it's about. This ain't no job. This is literally it's volunteer and charitable work, you know. So the fact that you volunteer your time means everything. So thank you to all my entire mod squad. Thank you so much. You always have been a great team. Now, with that aside, okay. And y'all do, and I love y'all for that, for real. And not just through the thick, but through the thin. So, with all of that being said, I'm now going to jump into my commentary. And what that commentary is today is Free says, you have some of the best mods out here. They speak with everyone. They interact and engage with the audiences. I love an interactive live that's speaking on the topic at hand. I'm telling you, that's one thing that we pride ourselves on is being a loving and welcoming family. You know what I mean? We might not be the biggest family on the YouTube streets, but we we like being the underdogs in the 4-1 Wizzy. You know what I'm saying? I like being the fucking underdog. You heard me? I do, I do, I do. And I like having a team and a family of real ones, you know, I do. So shout out to everybody in the chat who supports me. I really appreciate it. Now, I had to y'all deserve that first 20 minutes. You heard me? We talk about a lot of shit, but sometimes you got to take time to make what's important first and foremost important. And my team is more important than any tea or commentary that I may have. And if you are here in the 411 and you support me, you are a part of one of the realest teams, you know, for real, for real. You can stand firm and strong on your support of me. You feel me? So thank y'all. Hey, Tommy, shout out to you. Love you. And thank you for everything. Thank you so much. As my mods show up, I may pause and just let them know that I love them. If y'all don't mind, shout out to my cousin, sister teacher, Nook the Book, Alan, Mama 3, Melly Mel, Tommy, Lisa, Linda, Miss Dee Dee. And my prayers are with Miss Dee Dee. During her time. I love you, Miss Dee Dee. We thinking about you out of sight, but not out of mind. You dig? Straight like that. If I got any mod that I forgot, and I don't think that I did, I love you all. You heard me? And shout out to my cousin. Now, with all that being said, and no, it was not a waste of my time, even if it was a waste of bushwatchers and ops. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. The reason why I'm here today, family, is because something had grazed my ear that I'm not gonna front. It did make me cringe, and I am going to you late. I've been here 2 hours ago. You been where 2 hours ago? Because this show wasn't in this 23-minute live. uh-uh. Or am I late because I just got here 23 minutes ago and you've been waiting on me? Is that what it is? Have you been waiting on me 2 hours and I'm just not getting here? Is that why I'm late? I swear I love it here. So one of the things that I heard that I was not I didn't quite understand, nor did I like, and it's my prerogative to not like it. It doesn't mean anybody has to change their behaviors or do anything different. Okay. Something that I did not understand, and I wish someone could walk me through it, but I know that might be asking for too much. Something that I did not understand is why in the hell did Brianna find it necessary to come out here in these YouTube streets, whether true, false, right, wrong, or indifferent? I want to know what possessed Brianna to be so in her feelings that she began to put out here that Robert and his deceased beloved sister had some shit going on. Now, if I am not mistaken, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it was stated that the eldest sister took advantage of Robert as a child. Let me tell you this. See, it's reasons like this is why I end up losing my compassion for Brianna. And it's not that she needs my compassion, okay? It's not that she has to give a damn about what the 4-1 Wizzy got to say. But I do got something to say. Regardless of the internet, Brianna has a child with Robert. Something that I often heard the LTs speak on is they always say things like, the kids are going to grow up and hear this and hear that. Protect the kids. Man, please help me understand that, Crazy B, because honey, what is the proof? Exactly, D. Exactly. And I'm gonna say this. I can't stress enough that whether it's right, whether it happened, didn't happen, I would venture to guess that it did not. But whether it did or didn't, or this, that, and the third, has absolutely nothing to do with the price of tea in China. What it does have something to do with is, as a mother who shares a child with that man, who has a bunch of ill-mannered, ridiculous acting women standing behind her, fighting her battles, windmilling for her, and trying to tell other people what they shouldn't be putting out here, because the kids could one day grow up and see all of this stuff on social media. Excuse me. Brianna is a disgrace for that. Because no matter what her and the ex-husband is going through, to actually use that as a point of reference to make some point that clearly wasn't made, it really was just a dig. It really was just a dig towards whoever for whatever reason. However, it was a disgusting display to keep repeating that somebody's sister raped them, to keep saying it as if you nanny boo boo. That's why this, that. First of all, let me let this be known. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with any of you people that y'all sit here just to get y'all licked back at somebody and always pointing out some shit that happened to people when they were too young. And again, I'm not saying I don't know that to be true or whatever. My guess is that it isn't. But I don't give a fuck if it was. Why do people sit here and, hey, Becca, baby, welcome in. I don't see why people sit here and use traumas that happen to people as children as a way to get back at people. Now, it's different when somebody if somebody you arguing with has done something to someone else that you're trying to paint a picture of how they're a disgusting person or this, that, and the third. But to sit around here and literally be bringing shit like that to the forefront as if these things, if they did happen to somebody, what the fuck? How is it their fault? How does, if the eldest sister took advantage of him as a little boy, how the fuck is that something to throw in his face? Like, he done it. He controlled that. Now, again, over here in the 411, I call bullshit on it. Actually, Tam, I don't know, Miss Tam, but it's something about me. There's something about my inners that just say I feel Tam was probably one of the sweetest out of the siblings. I honestly kind of feel like she probably had the most. She was kind. I don't know her. I'm just, listen, Linda, and I ain't even about to dig too deep into that. What I'm saying is I don't give a flying 747 fuck if it was true or false. Why, as a fucking ex-wife who shares a child with this man, would you think that that's some shit that you need to be repeating or putting out here because you in your motherfucking feelings for whatever fucking reason? Huh? Listen, Linda, I don't give two shits what's in those paperworks and shit. If it has to do with the child, if you mad because the child failing was put in the paper. I don't fucking know what your problem is, but for you to use that storyline to combat it, that shit just shows that you are a fucking disgrace, and perhaps people gave you more fucking credit than you actually deserve. And that certainly includes me, because I damn sure spent upwards of 2 years off of whoever's neck, because I ain't in this shit, but no sides or nothing like that. If fucking Robert do some shit I don't like, I'm gonna call that out too. So what I am gonna tell you all, do not follow me or support me based on if I'm fucking with either Robert or Brianna. Don't even do it. Don't even motherfucking do it. All right. I done been through that shit too many times. I don't need it. Listen, Linda, go ahead and take your subscription back and just chime in when you want to chime in, or come in when you want to come in, or whatever. But listen, do not support me because I got shit to say on Brianna. Don't support me because I got some shit to say on this person, that person, or the third. Period. Because what all I have is the truth of how I feel about whoever doing whatever. All right. So don't even do that shit to me, and don't do it to yourself. If you're gonna fuck with me, fuck with me. Do not fuck with me based on me fucking with one of them or not. That shit is corny, is stupid, and I don't got time for that shit. I'm putting that disclaimer on out there, because what this ain't about is that type of shit. I don't have time for that shit. If you fucking with me, fuck with me because you fuck with me, not because of who the fuck I fuck with. I may not be fucking with them tomorrow. Okay? That's how we gonna nip this shit on in the bud, okay? Don't like me because I like somebody you like, because I might not like their ass tomorrow. And then we gonna be stuck between a rock and a hard place. So let's go ahead and just can that bullshit, all right? I don't like it. I'm sick of it. It's been far too long. So now that disclaimer is out there, we shall carry on, okay? Now, back to the lecture at hand. One moment, please. And make no mistake, that does not just include RH and Brianna. That goes for all content creators and anything else. Because if I see bullshit, I'ma call bullshit, and I won't give a fuck who got a problem with it. So yeah, let's just please do that for me. Fuck with me if you fuck with me, not based on who the fuck I fuck with. All right. I'm just please. All right. This is enough is enough. Please hit the like button. We got 89 people in here. If anybody wants to bless this live, if you want to show a little love to the 41 Wizzy, it will go very much so appreciated. If you would like to become a member, Cash App, Super Sticker, Super Chat, please take advantage of the $ at the bottom. You did. If you want to send gifts, I cannot see them from StreamYard, but my moderators always shout you out and let me know. Okay, so let's get back into it. I think it's disgusting and disgraceful that Brianna kept repeating that, oh, your sister did that. You got great by your sister. You got great by your sister. What does that comment or that statement do for Brianna? What does that show? What does that prove? I'll tell you what it proves. It proves that with all these people around here, and by all I mean majority, a lot of this shit be for show. You heard me? A lot of it be for show. Okay. And this includes the Briannas. From what I gather, I haven't heard Amira or Robert dragging Brianna. I haven't ran into the live where these two people are dragging Brianna. I haven't. If they have, let me know in the chat and I'm gonna swallow my words. All right. I'm not beyond correction. But I have never really known of RH to really do that. Oftentimes he doesn't really take that approach to drag her. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she's out here more worried about giving the internet some tea or saving her face She's not even taking an accountability that at the end of the day, you may have not the best relationship with your baby daddies and this, that, and the third. It is what the fuck it is. But that does not mean that you should be out here adding on to the public bullshit that's going on behind the very family to which you married into. It's sickening and it's disgusting because at the end of the motherfucking day, all these people belong to one child or the other, whether it's an aunt, it's an uncle, it's a mother, it's a father, it's a future step parent, or what the fuck ever. Everybody in that family is attached to one another one way or the other. And for Brianna to bring her goofy ass out here talking shit, talking about a person who is no longer here, no less, huh? A person who is no longer here, like Miss Tam, just because you want to get a lick back. Because truth be told, when it comes to listen, Linda, listen. I don't give a fuck what size cribs these people are in. I don't give a fuck about none of that. In Latruth's smaller apartment, it looks like a lot of love is in that apartment versus someone else in possibly a bigger home, who claiming they doing all this, that, they in a bag and this, that, and the third. But why does it seem like your life is in shambles, huh? And do you know why her life is going to stay in shambles? Because y'all too busy being fanned out. You sit in those chats and instead of giving good corrective criticism, huh? Instead of trying to guide the damn girl the right way, y'all want to sit in there and praise her booty meat. That's all y'all know how to do. Oh, that every time she twerk, y'all motherfuckers is putting on a parade. It would be nice if you could put on a parade for Mosky for passing the first grade, but you can't because her mother failed her. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's too bad that instead of Brianna off of line and using some of her time to tutor her own child so she can be better prepared next year, she'd rather come online and entertain a bunch of lonely, miserable, nothing to do, nowhere to go, no fucking life ass women who wants to sit in a chat and big up bullshit. Shout out to Gossip and Giggles, baby. How you doing? Miss Sierra, damn shame. It's good to see each and every one of y'all straight like that. And welcome in, welcome in. And please hit that like button if you have not already. It definitely show us how much bald-headed, edgeless bitches is in the bushes, okay? So, it makes no sense. A bunch of women in there ain't mentioned shit about why that little girl has got to be held back or flunked or what the fuck ever. All right. Whatever it is the little girl got going on is due to the fact that her mother is more interested in shaking her motherfucking ass. She is more interested in showing, listen, Linda, what her booty, how her booty meat jiggle in a pair of motherfucking day. I don't even know. And second of all, can somebody explain to me, hey, Angie, baby, shout out to the violin in the mother freaking chat, baby. And you can, in fact, cue the violins on this one. You hear me? Because what? I mean, listen, Linda. Thank you so much, Mama Three. You so sweet. Thank you so much for pouring a blessing out on little old me. You know what I'm saying? You know us underdogs got to get it out the mud. You heard me, child. Mm-mm. We got to get it out the mud. You heard me? We not as lucky as some of these folks out here. You heard me? They can just they can just come on here with no edges and they ain't gotta shout themselves out. You heard me? But us with all that edges. Listen, Linda, listen. Now, thank you so much, Mama Three. I love you, baby. Hold on, I gotta light my giggly bush back. and welcome in. Please don't forget to hit the like button, loves. Please don't forget to hit the like button. But it is a shame to me how, like, and then shit. I know a lot of people like, oh, she grown, she can wear what she wants, she can, and we can discuss it. Because I was trying to figure out, like, was she whole live out to eat in motherfucking Charlotte in a bikini? Like, is it that serious? Is it that serious that you whole life gotta go out to eat? Like, you can't, do you leave the house in clothes like ever? Like, girl, because I thought it was a damn beach lounge pajama set or some shit, you know? Some shit that you lay out on your balcony and catch some sun. And you know, if you want to walk down to the beach or whatever, you got something like cute or whatever on, you know, just some cute little loungewear or something. I mean, you whole life going out to eat and to bars and shit in bikini wear. Like, girl, get a motherfucking grip on yourself. Like, for real, for real. It's almost like your lot in life is to be a whole thought pocket. And for who and for what? You just sit around the house all over the motherfucking city and everywhere else, just with your tickle bitties, your ass, everything. Girl, do you really have anything like to offer in life? Do you have anything to instill into your children? They can't pass their grades based on your ass looking nice in a pair of motherfucking loungewear. Okay, your fucking children can't pass their grades because mama know how to twerk well. I mean, I think you need to focus less on how well you can shake your motherfucking ass and more on how you can help your children pass their grades and shake them books. All right, complete their homework assignments, pass their tests. That's what you can do. Huh? You can learn. So why not shake a pen and a piece of paper and help them do some problems or something? Utilize your summer doing more than trying to find another dick to have a baby with. Huh? I mean, make it make sense. You said yourself, hell, you didn't even want kids. You want to know why you had kids? To keep a nigga. And that's on a fucking set. This shit is ridiculous. This shit is ridiculous. Maybe you need to listen to more than just your ops so you can learn something. So you can learn something. That's all you do is make shorts to fucking shake your ass. Meanwhile, your children are failing. Your children can't even have steady fathers in their life because you too busy trying to cover up your wounds with the next nigga. You ain't gonna get no man with that ass out, letting everybody see. Girl, if you give the fucking milk away for free, who in the hell gonna be interested in buying the damn cow? Nobody. Hmm? Nobody. Somebody, Alexa, play Keith Sweat. Okay. Who gonna treat you like a woman? Nobody. Who gonna treat you like a wife? Nobody. Who gonna give you something better? Nobody, baby. But your ass keeps shaking on and on. On and on. Nobody, baby. Period. You heard me? Ain't nobody. Nobody. I keep trying to tell y'all, listen, Linda, that's not, that ain't what real men take home to mama. Hence why Jonel's mama ain't really fuck with you like that. You heard me? See, that's why Johnny Boy Mama ain't fuck with you like that, because that lady know a thought when she see one. And I'm sorry if listen, I'm not up here calling that lady bitches and hoes and shit. A thought is what a fucking thought is. If you got thought and tendencies, you just got thought and tendencies. And I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about it. That lady did not fuck with Brianna like that because she knew that her son had injected into a thought. Point blank and motherfucking period. Point blank and period. Sitting around here with your with your tickles about to pour all out of your shirt. You're going out trying, like, what do somebody got to look forward to when they go lay you down, huh? They ain't got nothing to look forward to, because the same man that's sitting next to you at the bar hollering at you done seen the same pair of tits that the damn bartender got to see, huh? That the waitress got to see, that the host of the restaurant got to see, that every other person sitting at the table got to see. Don't leave nothing to the imagination, because you feel like if you're not half naked, motherfuckers can't see what you're about. Girl, the ass is still there, even if you got it covered. Your crack don't got to be hanging out, and your tickle bitties ain't got to always be flashing the world for people to know you have a decent body. It shouldn't be that deep. And the fucked up thing is, you putting yourself, you putting nothing on display but your body. You're not out here really putting no motion behind your businesses. You're not out here doing nothing but trying to catch another motherfucking, you know what, to lay with, point blank, period, because that's what you built your life off of. That's what you built your life off of. Plain and simple. It makes no sense. You want to keep having babies that you're not even pouring into, because you too busy pouring into yourself to trap a nigga. You ain't never gonna get no man at that rate. You never gonna get no real man at that rate. And I venture to guess Amira is going to end up having the best version of RH. I truly feel like she's gonna end up having the best version, the version you could have had. Literally, literally. This man might be in and he might not be living in a mansion right now, but guess what? This man made room for his child and his grandchild, huh? He's in a fresh new relationship that's actually working and thriving, and he still said, "Listen, I ain't gonna open up my doors for another child and not my own," and I respect him for that shit. Hmm? It ain't nothing wrong with it's all girls in the house. It ain't nothing wrong with them sharing a room. It ain't nothing wrong with Dasharia copping a piece of couch for her to have some stability in her life. Y'all got motherfucking supporters sleeping on couches right now. You want to act like um three children, five people in a two-bedroom is outrageous. It's a lot of y'all out here with fucking three kids right now in a two-bedroom. Stop fucking playing. Y'all bitches done got way too bougie for my understanding. You're sitting here trying to live vicariously through Brianna and Amore, knowing damn well half of the lifestyles that you see you live. Cut it the fuck out. Cut it the fuck out. That shit makes no sense. Then you sitting here wanting to take every baby you in court with every baby daddy except the one that sees their kids the least, huh? The ones that what get his kids on spring break, a week in the summer, or this, that, and the third. Why you got three kids with another man and you ain't taking child support out on them? Huh? Is it because he kisses your ass through all this shit to keep you from taking him out for child support? Huh? Is it because he know the truth behind who the fuck you really is from back in the motherfucking day? You not fooling me, and I'm sick of it. I've given this shit a chance, but and don't get me wrong, I ain't out here to fucking drag you, call you no bees. This ain't that type of fucking party over here. But the truth stands as the truth is. Your children are failing, and ever since this news came out, the only thing you've been focused on is shaking your ass in a fucking camera, pulling up to come talk to an audience that's not instilling shit in you. They are not fucking trying to correct your fucked up behaviors for shit. Why? Because they're people with fucked up behaviors themselves, right? These are people that pour more into what's going on YouTube and their YouTube families than they do the families in front of them. And I do mean the majority of them. They will leave their families on red to come show up for YouTube. That's a fucking damn shame. And you got to be some sort of special piece of kind of shit to come out here and really fucking damn drag your baby daddy and tell such a heinous thing. Hey, golden girl, baby. To tell such a heinous thing, for you to repeat that shit, and that's your own daughter's father, man, that shit is grimy as fuck. That's as grimy. You as grimy as anybody else you calling grimy. That shit is sickening. Hey, Toya, baby. That shit is sick as fuck. Thank you, Toya. Thank you so much. Oh, you be careful and stay hydrated now. Thank you so much for blessing this live. Thank you, Tennessee, Mama 3, Angela, and Toya. I really appreciate the love. I promise you I do. Hey, Shorty Red, blessings to you, sweetheart. Blessings to you. So, this thing here ain't, it's not for beef. It's not for starting no commotion. It is literally because enough is a fucking enough. These kids are literally being affected by this bullshit. You like, come on. It's interesting to me that the youngest one has literally, the youngest one in school is failing in school, right? And this is the one that has been put through the most topsy-turvy shit. Probably is better off with her father. Probably is better off with her father, solely with her father. And to be honest, I ain't either one of them I'm not a super fan of either one of them. But I support this season that Robert and I support this season. I haven't always supported both of them in the bullshit, but this is a season where I like where it's going for Robert. I like that his attention is less on this social media shit, even though he's maintaining it. I see him pouring into his children, interacting, doing things that involve them. This shit is fucking ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Thank you so much, Buttercup. Thank you so much for the blessing, love. Big shout out to you, sweetheart. Thank you so very much. You guys are truly kind. Thank you. It really fucking sucks, man. And that shit broke my heart to hear the mother of his child sitting here throwing out them allegations when nobody out here has provided proof that happened. Robert has not came out publicly and said no shit like that. It is really wild that you so in your fucking feelings, because deep down inside, it don't matter how many of them LTs or any big people or whatever the fuck the case may be that show up for you. It is not on you. It's in you what you feel. And with that new butt, with the breast, with the smile, whatever the hell you got going on, which don't get me wrong, you are far from an ugly chick, but your actions it dims that beauty. You be up there, you a fast talker. You a fast talker. All right. But listen, Linda, real motherfuckers call bullshit. And I'm one of them. I'm sorry. I can't stand that type of shit. You over there trying to put on a show for your audience instead of putting your child first, as usual. As usual. You up here putting that shit out. Her mother putting that shit out about her father. So you can impress your audience, so you can give some tea. That's some shitty ass shit to do. And I don't give a fuck who stand behind you. That is sickening. For it to come from you. That man ain't out here bashing you. That man ain't out here making fun of some of the shit you've done and you said, and I'm going to get into that shit too. I'm going to get into that shit too. Something else that you said. But it's a shame that you too busy salty as hell. You salty because you let a nigga named Jonell come use you and use your fucking body Huh? He already told you he ain't want no serious relationship, but you pressed that shit. That's why I don't sympathize with the fact that y'all not together no more. Because the same way RH said he didn't want no more kids, and you did that. You did that. You did that. The only twins that you most concerned with is the ones on your chest. And I ain't talking about the babies. You are more concerned with advertising your body than advertising letting your children be a pillar of light in your life. You are failing your children at the expense of trying to make yourself look good. You're not making Robert look bad because you out here fucking saying the shit that you saying. Oh, but them motherfuckers in your chat gonna make you feel you are. Not at all. You are the one that's making yourself look like the disgusting parent that Mosky has. You making yourself look like you are the failure of the parents. And it's more than look like. You are. You are a complete failure as a parent. And I don't give a fuck. All right? You can be mad. You can be glad. I don't give a fuck. The truth is the truth. You up here doing this shit for an audience because you salty. You salty and you trying to get your motherfucking face back. And listen, you got egg on your face like the rest of them. Your fucking relationship failed. Sure did. Now you sit here going to restaurants in bikinis and shit. You look desperate. You look desperate. You look desperate as fuck, and that's on the set. Hey, Lakeisha, baby, good to see you. You look desperate to me. You look like a person who don't know their identity unless a man somewhere smiling in their face, unless somebody running something up in you. Huh? You got some nerve talking about other people. And I ain't no mouthpiece for nobody. I'm a mouthpiece for the truth. But you got some nerve out here worried about who done screwed who and did this and did that. Cause listen, Linda, I ain't never had to say it, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I've had this, very few people know this, but I know some motherfuckers that know you from back in the fucking day. And I ain't gonna front. They said you was a thought, you was easy, and you was a thought shit your whole young life. That's what they said. One of my close people. One of my own close people. I ain't talking about no YouTube shit. I'm talking about one of my close people in real life. From where you from. I ain't never said a motherfucking thing because I ain't that invested in you. But I'm just saying, you've had thought tendencies your whole fucking, like, your whole adult life. Sure enough. Sure enough. Denise said, who daughter sleeps on the couch? Yours? What you talking about? Yeah, furry. I ain't never say that shit because I ain't one of them. Like, if I got something to say, I say it. It's not really about it having to be content or this, that, and the third. Like, it's a lot of shit I don't say because I ain't pressed. But at the end of the day, true tea is true tea. Now, the other thing that I didn't like. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me see. Thank you, Miss Leela. Thank you so much for the blessing. I really appreciate it, beautiful. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, I read that one. I love you much. Thank you so much. You said NN put up something saying baby girl sleeps on the couch with Rose. BB told her to do that. I mean, that's just whack. You know, it's whack as fuck. It is whack as fuck. Because at the end of the day, let me tell y'all something before I move on to something else I didn't like. Let me tell y'all something. Families and people have been getting it out the mud and doing the best that they can for years. All right. Some of these whole assholes were raised on couches with too many siblings to have enough bedrooms or this, that, and the third as well. And some motherfuckers slept on couches until a sibling moved out or something of that nature, and then you get to get into the room or whatever. Too. Everybody need to stop acting like they was fucking raised with a silver spoon in their damn mouth. That shit is just so troubling to me. It is so troubling to me that people sit around here and get so used to they got so much focus on these YouTubers and these whatever. They sit here and all these motherfuckers act like they was raised with silver spoons in their mouth. This shit is crazy as fuck to me. These people act like they was raised off of lobster tails and crab legs. All right. Some people may have, but listen, I ain't here for the logistics. All right. We know that show Good Times was so popular because so many black families could feel that shit. Stop playing with me on this internet. I'm sick of it. Motherfuckers man sit around here and act like they was raised and everybody and their mama was raised with designer bags, designer shoes. Some of you motherfuckers was raised in kids and got dang on British Knights and whatever else. Stop acting like you was raised in motherfucking Air Jordans and goddamn Air Maxes and this, that, and the third. Some of y'all need to cut that shit the fuck out. Cut that shit out. And the reason also why I say that is because it's some fathers out here that ain't giving a fuck and make that an excuse not to even keep their kids. Go out their way to not have enough room or do this or do that. If a father is gonna make some room any way they can make some room, let them make some room how they can make some room. If a child is safe, if a child is kind, I would say the same thing if it was Brianna. I've heard people talk about the beds and it's the one she got the kids. Listen. Kids are lucky that there's so many opportunities out here for parents to make money. It ain't always been no social media for people to come on here and get paid just for talking some shit. Cut it the fuck out. If this shit didn't exist, and motherfuckers would be out here trying to get it out the mud like always. Cut it out. That shit burns my soul that people gotta get on here and become so fucking bougie. Become so fakely bougie. Just to try to fit in a group and shit. Sit out here and act like you ain't never had no fucking hard times, huh? Act like you ain't never had a beanie weenie in your motherfucking mouth before. Shut the fuck up. That shit irritates my soul. How y'all sit up here and be faking. And then it be the motherfuckers for me that know they currently on a goddamn couch that'll be sitting there goddamn praising, and you a grown ass motherfucker that can't even get the fuck off somebody's couch, huh? Don't play with it. It's grown motherfuckers out here that can't even pay their fucking bills on their own without asking somebody on social media for some help. Cut it the fuck out. And this is a subject for a different day. But please miss me with that shit. Cause she can sit over there and sleep on a damn couch with whomever the fuck. And guess what? You can still see how even in the younger days where LaTruth will be singing with her and teaching her things and learning some things. Ain't what the fuck is the use of being in a big ass house not being paid attention to, poured into, or taught? Fuck that shit. What good is it? That shit be for show. That shit be for show. And that's on the set. Now, Now, the little girl might have her own room in there, but guess what? Having her own room ain't help her pass them grades under her mama care though. And that's all on the mama. You want to get kudos before she failed. You want to get kudos for being the sole for being the sole person, the sole provider, the sole this, that, and the third. Well, you solely responsible for why the hell your children are failing. You too busy want to bounce on a nigga lap, then to bounce your ass in that house and tutor your kids. Pour into that. You too busy trying to advertise the twins on your chest. You not even pouring into the mental state of your children. Too busy worried about being the drama for fucking social media. And had the nerve, let me get into my second point. Had the nerve, had the motherfucking audacity to then try to drag this man for whatever has for whatever you want to say happened or this, that, and the third. You had the fucking audacity to say what the fuck would never happen in your home, huh? You had the motherfucking audacity to drag this man for some shit that nobody has proof on. But guess what? You married that man, huh? Oh, so you only got a problem with what happened to him as a child according to you, because you in your motherfucking feelings, huh? Because you's in your feelings, huh? You married that man and had a damn child with him, and that wasn't on your mind. You wasn't fucking worried about what type of father he would be. You wasn't worried about what would be going on in that household due to what happened to him as a child when you was asking his ass to adopt your motherfucking children, huh? The children that ain't even his, huh? You wanted him to be daddy to the children that wasn't even his, but you now trying to hold him accountable to some shit from his past. I need somebody to come to the upper room. So is that why you got your motherfucking vows renewed, huh? Huh? 6 months for the breakup, you paid for a whole nother wedding, huh? I'm sure you didn't just get this motherfucking information during this motherfucking saga, and you've been married to that motherfucking man for I don't know how long, 6 years, 7 years, huh? But now that you got the LTs in them back on your motherfucking side, you want to have a fucking issue with what happened to that man that you're putting out here, huh? You married him. You even snuck a fucking child on him, but you worried about what happens in his motherfucking family, but you gave birth to a child that came from that man. Come to the upper room. You paid for a second wedding and put a whole nother ring on your motherfucking finger in honor of that man, huh? That man was a king when you was with him, because that's what I have a video of you saying when you was mad at the first motherfucking baby daddy, huh? Huh? Do you just go in a row? Do you just go in line or some shit? You came out here talking like the first baby daddy was trash, huh? Do you get into it with the second baby daddy, and then the first baby daddy becomes a motherfucking angel? Huh? I want you to bring your ass to the upper room because I'm sick of it. Now you got a motherfucking problem with Janelle. You had kids with him too. Huh? I need to know what the fuck is going on. Amara, do you have the answers? LTs. Anybody want to tell me why she out here in these motherfucking streets talking about what the hell happened to her ex-husband, but she wasn't worried about what type of fucking past he had in his family when she fucking spreaded her motherfucking legs and snuck a baby on that nigga, huh? Come to the upper room, huh? I need somebody. Thank you, Miss Lasonda. Shut up. I just need to know. Thank you so much, baby, and welcome to the show. just need to know, where was these issues at with Tam doing something to that man when you said I do not once but twice, huh? When you went on live and said, yeah, I gotta take a bath. Yeah, I think I might be pregnant. You know what I'm saying? When you was whispering that shit into a fucking live, huh? When that man said he didn't want no children and you was busy not taking your birth control so you can have a fucking kid with him. I want somebody over there to go live about why is this a problem now? And she spent 7 fucking years with the man, snuck a baby on him, and got married to him twice. The fuck is going on around here? But that's why y'all don't want to talk to me. You heard me? That's why the fuck I don't fucking play around with you. You heard me? Now, the fuck is really going on? Because I'm on the set with it. You heard me? I'm on a motherfucking set with it. Because y'all be running around here pussyfooting around on shit. Huh? Y'all be pussyfooting around on this shit. But I like getting to the nitty and the fucking gritty of the fucking problem. Your kids failing over there, and you still got time to shake your ass on camera. You still going out to eat with your tiggle bitties hanging the fuck out. You still trying to throw salt on that man's name because you a fucked up mother. That's what the fuck he telling the judge, and he's motherfucking right. I give a fuck about what these bitches out here saying that ain't lived no life with you. We know you ain't been chasing the dreams of your children. You ain't been chasing these goals with your children. You've been chasing dick. That's what you've been chasing. That's why shaking that ass is so important to you. You're not chasing the feelings of your children. You too busy worried about if you look good, huh? Well, you don't look fucking good as a mother. You look like a fucking loser. But shout out to you for being a LT again. The fuck? Bring your ass here. Tell her, bring her ass over here. Sit here with all that bullshit on these lives last night. You ought to be ashamed of your fucking self. Now, I ain't one of them. And I ain't one of them over there either. This the 4-1 Wizzy. And we ain't gonna play with it, all right? We ain't gonna play with it. You think as a bunch of people pretend what ain't, that it makes a difference to us? We hear you. We hear you. And this is where I enter having a fucking problem with you. Because why in the fuck would you be doing this shit? Why? Thank you, Daily Sips. Thank you, Sweetie Pie. I really appreciate you, love. Let me sip this coffee. Thank you, baby girl. I'll be right with y'all. Let me wet my throat. As if you hadn't gone far enough. As if you hadn't put on enough of a show, you decided to go a step further. You decided to go a step further. Let's talk about that next step you took. The next step that you took was you had the motherfucking audacity. You had the motherfucking audacity to say what the hell you won't let happen in your motherfucking house. Huh? What? Surely you didn't go up there on your panel and discuss the shit you wouldn't let happen in your motherfucking house. Oh. So let me get this straight. Ain't no allegations behind your big ass mouth. Ain't no fucking records and shit. Ain't no charges on the eldest motherfucking sister that would have surely been an adult at that time. Ain't no, was she ever on the registry? I don't know. I don't know. Was she ever on the registry? Is there any charges out there from any of the siblings doing heinous things to the youngest siblings? I don't know. I ain't looked. I ain't seen it. I ain't heard it. But what I did hear is that your father does. Now, I ain't coming for you, but I'm coming for you. I heard that your father has these certain allegations on his record, and you open up your motherfucking mouth to talk about what you wouldn't let happen. There's allegations that your ex-man put his hands on your eldest son, and you got the nerve to talk about what the fuck wouldn't happen in your house. Come on to the upper room. Now come to the upper room. Now it's mighty funny to me. I'm gonna go there. I am. I'm about to go there. I'm about to go there. It's so funny to me how I remember a time where y'all was trying to turn Dasharia against her father when she was about 15 or something of that nature, something of the sort or whatever. Yeah, and she was still under your care. You was being bosom buddies with RH's eldest child. Mighty funny that after she was in your care and was and back in her mama's, long done stopped talking to her own father, she ends up with child. I wonder why that is. I'm not for sure. I wonder why that is, Is it because you and your fan club wanted to turn Dasharia against the one damn parent that was trying to keep some discipline in her life, that was trying to keep a little structure in her life, She ain't end up with child when RH was in that motherfucking house. But as soon as the problems arose within the couple and the child was left in your care, she ended up with child. How is this even possible? I'm trying to figure it out. Jaleel, thank you so very much. I deeply appreciate the love and support from each and every one of you. Just simply being here is the first blessing, and the monetary blessings come second. Thank you so very much, for real, for real. But that shit crazy to me. You got the nerve to set up here, and they were fighting over the fact that people was mentioning legitimate shit about your dad. And let's not to mention the day your fucking ass got out of I guess jail for 2 hours or whatever the fuck you had going on. You sat in that damn car and called your own fucking daddy a daddy long leg. See, I ain't got to talk about no shit, I assume. I don't have to really I mean, the truth be hurting these bitches, but I ain't got shit to do with what is the truth. That shit came out of your mouth, That ain't no fucking rumor that RH started. That was your motherfucking ass wanted to jump your motherfucking ass on live instead of keeping your business to yourself. Daddy, is you a daddy long leg? You know daddy, daddy. You a daddy. My daddy a big daddy long leg. Who the fuck says that about their own father? A father with the charges that they happen to have, You got some motherfucking nerve. You got some nerve. You got a lot of nerve. You don't know what the fuck. You sat here talking about what won't happen in your house. That'll never happen in my house. How the fuck you know what'll happen in your house? Motherfucker, when you leave your kids to go chase Peter, all right? You leave your kids in a motherfucking house to go chase Pickle. How in the fuck do you know what ain't gonna happen in your motherfucking house? Huh? Talk to me. Talk to me. Hmm? I just want to know. I just want to know. Mr. Deese, I don't give a fuck, with all due respect, about who going live about what. Cause me being ugly ain't gonna help nobody pass they school classes, okay? Me being ugly ain't gonna keep her from showcasing herself as a thought pocket, huh? Me being ugly ain't gonna bring no nigga to wanna wipe her up while she's thotting, all right? I do believe somebody should probably say, I don't give a fuck, okay? I expect 99 lives. Who gives a fuck? Hmm? If she was so big, high, and mighty, she wouldn't even know I was fucking live. But that lets you know where people at. Them numbers don't change a motherfucker from being a normal ass motherfucker. Cause I wish the fuck I would be sitting somewhere with 3 million motherfucking damn subscribers worrying about a bitch who got 8,000. And I said a bitch because I'm pretty sure that's what she think I is right now. The fuck? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I ain't got to tell me shit. I don't go live to give a fuck about who else live when I'm kicking my truth. All right? Hey, listen, Linda, I don't get no fucks. Shouldn't no 3 point nothing million subscriber having person shouldn't be worried about no little dusty dry channel like mine. Okay? That just tell you, you know? Yeah, I mean, you should be on a whole nother level than myself. Now, nobody giving a fuck. I hope she listening because the truth will set her free. That's what I feel like. I don't give a fuck. Maybe if she listen to somebody but people that keep her looking stupid, she'll learn something. I want to be listened to because the message is for the fuck up. The message is for the fuck up. See, when people ain't got nothing, you become a whole lot of shit. Hold on, y'all. I'm back, y'all. That was my mother. And I Hey Terrell, welcome in. Hey, Real Talk No Chaser, good to see you. And I'm making sure I did not read that incorrect. Was somebody in here making a joke saying that she was gonna go live about me, or somebody saying she's actually physically live about me? Was that what somebody was saying? Hey, brother Pratt, how you doing? I just thought I'd double check that before I continue. Not that we give a fuck, but I ain't know if I was speaking on something exact or if somebody was just making a joke. Let me see. Oh, hey, Miss Chalet. You are one of them. You are one of them, sweetheart. You are one of them. You said no, that bitch crazy. I think she was just saying the way she came in Harmony speech, she's gonna do the same to you. No, I was saying she's going to go live and call you ugly because she can't stand the truth. Oh, child, bye. I thought you said she was live, so that's why I just went into a slight small tangent. But like shit, the fuck. But yeah, and I will say this. Now to her credit, because again, I'm not here really. This is about truth. This ain't about because I'm on a Brianna bashing thing or whatever. What I will say is I don't really even talk about her that heavily to where she hasn't really, I've never really been a target of hers. You know what I'm saying? Because again, this ain't about bitches, hoes, this, that, and the third. This about the truth. If you can't handle it, don't watch. If I ain't got shit to do with nobody's feelings, okay? Because that's just what it is, okay? So if she decides she got something to say, that's fine. I'm usually ugly to all my ops, and that shit ain't changed the truth yet. So with that being said, let's carry on. Now, like the hell I was saying, she literally know that people had an issue when people brought up the stuff about her father, right? She didn't like that shit. Everybody wanted to scream, this the past, that's his past, that's this, that's the third or whatever, right? That's what people wanted to say. Now I don't know if the man registered or not, but I know he has some type of charge on his thing, on his record. So my thing is somebody who let another man's reportedly put their hands on Josh, as someone who has left their kids at home by themselves to go chase a pickle, someone who called their own daddy Big Daddy Long Legs. I mean, I think she need to learn when to hold it and when to fold it. I think she needs to realize that her being a public figure, it's more people that's watching her behaviors than just the LTs and whoever else that sit as her fan club, watching her crash out and make dumb decisions and then get mad at the world for pointing them out. All right. If people weren't so busy trying to let people that they claim to like or be the fan of crash out and learn to understand that if you really like somebody, if you really a fan of somebody, you want to see them do well, right? You don't want to see them being a fuck up and then you sitting here and got to pretend that it's something to clap about. Like just to sit here and see, hey, sister gal, baby. And if I missed anyone while I had you guys on hold, welcome to the live stream. Thank you all for being here, and please hit the like button for your girl. You did. I know the Edgeless crew ain't, but if all the family members can, that would be awesome. Let me see. Hey, Miss Darmita. So yeah, you gotta tell truth. And thank you so much, Sister Gal, for the gift. Thank you, love bug. But yeah, people that want to see you do well ain't gonna let you crash out, make a dummy of yourself, and things of that nature. They're just not going to do it. You know what I mean? They real friends and real fans are going to big you up when you should be bigged up, and stay. They're gonna be in your corner, but not letting you make a fool of yourself. You know what I mean? A real fan would just not, you know? It's almost like if the girl wanted to come out here and literally go out to eat with no top on at all, they gonna say, oh, they're just jealous of how great your tickles look or whatever. It's like, what? What? Because for me, and it's just me, I don't care if you 30, 20, 15. I don't give a damn if you are 45, 60, 75. Um, your friends, no one should want to see you represent yourself like a thought, you know? You just shouldn't. I wouldn't want TC. We're out hanging out in a mall or out to eat or nothing. And I'm looking like I just came off the corner or whatever. She casual and dressed respectfully. You ain't gotta be a prude, you can do your thing. But imagine wearing that shit that she wore that night where her entire crack was out, huh? Imagine the things that she's been wearing all week long, right? The girl just sat around in the polka dot bikini outfit or whatever and literally went out to eat like that. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Thank you, Miss Tammy, for the blessing. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you all. I truly, truly do. And thank you, Miss Annette. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Right. Because guess what? When you grow up, even if you whatever, hey, Nook, shout out to you, bro. When you grow up and you have to be an example for your children, your daughters, your this, that, and the third, or whatever, how you represent yourself is means a lot. Like imagine her going to church on Sunday. All right. She wanna, oh, magnify the Lord, for he is worthy to be praised. And then run into the deacon at the restaurant with nothing but your nippies covered. Huh? Stop fronting. Which one are you? Huh? Which one are you? You trying to be the first lady or you trying to be the hooker? I don't know. Imagine running into your pastor with your crack out. Imagine running into Deacon Pickard with your crack out, you know? And he like, see you on Sunday morning. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, what? Imagine not being at the beach and being at a restaurant in a bikini, huh? Make that make sense. That is crashing out. Mhm. That's crashing out. When you in Charlotte at a restaurant 2 hours from the beach, eating in a bikini, okay? Something's wrong there, Something's missing, okay? Something is missing. All right? That's all I'm saying. Okay? I mean, I thought bikinis was for when you in a pool, if you in a jacuzzi, if you buy or if you at a water park, some people go out to eat in a bikini tops and a jean jacket and some shorts or some shit at the beach. But this motherfucker was out at a regular restaurant or I imagine because we just seen her in this outfit sitting on her bed. You know what I mean? I'm confused. I am certainly confused. Let's see. Hey, Mia. Welcome in, Mia, baby. It's wonderful to have you. And if I missed anybody coming in, let me see. And Scorpio, good to see you. I think I spoke to Miss Becca. Buttercup, baby. Some of y'all I've been seeing, but want to, hey, Miss Sharon, but want to make sure that I spoke. Miss Chalet, okay. I hope I spoke to everybody. If I missed anyone, love you all. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so very much. And thank you for pouring into this live. Thank you so much. So, yeah, at the end of the day, I had to bring this to the forefront because it's like sometimes people are such in a rush to try to prove a point or to shame someone else. You really shame yourself. These women go out here and want other content creators to mind the things that they say because the kids may grow up and see these things on social media. But yet you fail to tell the mother of these children the very same thing. Come on now. It's what you call coddling fucked up behavior for your own good. You heard me? This is how you know a lot of y'all, not y'all in my chat. Shout out to y'all. When I say y'all, I mean them. A lot of people follow people for shits and giggles, and they be out here windmilling like they somebody's top fan and shit. But how can you be? Y'all will sit here and tell a stranger, right? These kids don't know 411. These kids don't know Harmony Speaks. These kids don't know Lupac, but y'all want everybody else to stop talking about the mother for the kids to not grow up seeing this shit. Yet, you won't say the same, hey, Miss Sean B, my baby. You won't say the same thing to the mother. She has definitely changed an awful lot. Let me see. I have to be honest. I would catch a little way back in the day when my daughter was watching them right before the Tote and Broken Finger incident. She has definitely changed an awful lot. I agree. And if you don't mind, let me know in the chat if you feel like it. What type of changes are you referring to, sweets? And shout out to you. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Miss Sean B, Melly Mel, Mama 3, my cousin TC. We got some fabulous content creators in here. Gossip and Giggles was here. Y'all make sure y'all spreading the love and thank you for supporting me as well. Also Dawn the Realist, and it's quite a few, support where you can. Internet sister. Miss Shawn, I used to support her back in the day. And hey, cousin, I love you. Hey, Miss Bevins. Good to see you. Let me see. So yeah, I feel it's really weird to do that. It kind of shows jealousy to me. Like even dragging Amira, who I think is a lovely person. And that's something else I wanted to tap into. I could have saved it for another live, but we're an hour and 30 minutes in, and I ain't been on too much this month. So I'm going to throw it in here anyway. I also think it's shitty to be dragging Amira when I have not also heard Amira dragging Brianna. I have not, and again, if I'm wrong because I am not taking up or I don't have a dog in the fight, I'm on the side of the kids. But if I'm not mistaken, I have not heard Amira dragging Brianna or any of that type shit. If I'm wrong, go ahead and let me know if you know. Because again, I'm not tapped into everybody all the time and never plan to be. But I have not heard Amira dragging Brianna or making a live based on her being dragged, whether in the chats or wherever. I feel like she have gotten worse. And I agree 100% with you, Miss Becca. I agree 100%. Uh Kenya. Hey, Kenya Bug. She says she has not. She is not what, baby? Let me know. Oh, you answered my question. Thank you. You said Amira has. You're talking about Amira. Okay. Thank you so much. Miss Kenya said Amira has not. D says Amira don't bother nobody. Every time she gets what a woman. Every time she gets. Every time he gets a woman, they do the same thing. They did season the same way. Now they all are friends. Good point. Miss Sean B says she is not the mother she appeared to be. Her head has gotten bloated and she reveals herself now. Less self respect and less mother children valuable time. I hope I'm explaining myself good enough. You explained yourself excellently. Thank you so much, Miss Sean. And I 100% agree with you. Miss Toya is speaking. Mel said, Becca, I think she just more comfortable in her skin. She did get worse. I agree. I'm gonna say this. One thing I can see as worse is instead of people doing things to themselves, not just to make, to make themselves feel better about themselves, it becomes something to throw in other people's faces or make others feel less than or this, that, and the third. And that's something that the LTs and other women do. They actually don't see how much they bring each other down by making it seem like, hey, if you don't have a body like Brianna's, a paid for body, of course, if you have a if you have a, you know, have had work done, some tweaks here and there, and this, that, and the third, like um Queen Fee had got ridiculed like hell for having her buns sculpted, right? And everyone in a mama, like, she thinks she out there, but she's, she paid for her body. She did this, she did that. But they don't say the same thing when it comes to Brianna. This is how you know that people do not, and I promise you this, y'all, you will always feel better about yourself when you stand behind shit that makes sense. When everyone gets out of this thing of, oh, let me support where the masses support, or no. Listen, I don't give a fuck if I lose everybody and ain't mama behind standing with what makes sense. That's cool with me. And I have had to do that so many times, right? It's actually my norm. But this go along and get along shit is absolutely ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous because it leaves people with so much egg on their fucking face. When the chips fall down, people, switch. It's so much, people are all over the place right now, right? The same things people used to speak against, it's happening all over. People are standing with and behind people they said they never would. And all the things change. Hey, Miss Veronica, good to see you. But it ends up being for show, you know. As you notice, keeping it real is shit. Like when I had a problem with my personal preference, when I was cringing with some of the things being said between Don and AG, I didn't just point it out with AG. I did point out that I cringed when Don did it too, and she know I've said it in her live. It's what you call standing on business. If I can call out one person, even if I'm not bosom buddies with one and cool with the other, this, that, and the third doesn't matter. How I feel should be how I feel all the way around the board, and not just because this person did it, right? Um, but that is how a lot of them operate. You will ridicule another woman for what the one you stand behind is doing the same thing. You ridiculing one sculpted body, but you praising another sculpted body. That's weird business. When people say bitches is jealous of cute feet body, what do people say? Why would I be jealous of a paid for body? Why would I be jealous of about butt and this, that, and the third? But you're telling people to be jealous of another woman's about butt. Make it make sense. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. Hmm? Let me know when I ain't making no sense. Let me know. Let me know. Now, Because what I do know too, if Mosky was in the complete care of Robert and she was failing or had failed, they would have exploded that shit all over this internet. He would have been all kind of deadbeat fathers for letting his daughter fall by the wayside. But when it's Brianna, oh, she can get up here and say whatever. Oh, I held her back. Why? Why'd you hold her back? Hmm? You didn't notice that she might have had some academic issues throughout the school year. It took you to the end of the school year to realize whatever you realized. Nah, I believe that's cap. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you know what her supporters will do? They will let them kids fall by the wayside to keep her looking like fake perfection. Mm-hmm. Yeah. To keep Rihanna looking like she is a person of perfection, they will let those kids fall by the wayside. They will let Brianna think it's womanly because she's not 40, huh? Because she's not 50, huh? Because she's not 60. They saying it's cool to be a thought because you in your 30s. No. She's not too young to get her shit together and act like a lady or woman. Sure, we all do some cussing around here, but damn, you gotta pick a struggle. We already cussing and fussing unholy like, but you want to do it half naked too? With 3 little girls and 3 little boys in the house. Is it respectable because they're your children that you should walk around half in the you know what? Halfway in your birthday suit? That's crazy work. That shit is crazy work. Thank you, Miss Sean B. Because if it's not corrected now, and again, it's your party. You can be a thought if you want to. But if you're gonna be out here acting like you act, saying the shit you say, dressing how you dress, you can't be mad at the opinions the public are gonna have on you. You ain't no exception to the fucking rule. People come out here and judge celebrities and strangers every fucking day. You go to Walmart and be like, ooh, look what she wearing. Oh no, she didn't come in here with her bedroom shoes. Oh no, she ain't in here have in a birthday suit with these children running around Walmart. Oh, y'all be judgy wudgy and all throughout the y'all fucking days, huh? But when it comes to Brianna, huh? When it comes to Brianna, she's the end all be all of getting it all right. Your life is a testament. Where she at in life is a testament to how she's ran her life. Everything she got going on is revolved around a baby daddy or another. She ain't got nothing good going on but a bunch of try to get rich quick schemes. Everybody in they online boutiques and this, that, and the third. I mean, listen, that ain't really truly authentic business building. I mean, maybe it is. I mean, I ain't gonna knock it or whatever. It's not a problem, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's really just what buying some cheap clothes from one place and throwing a couple extra dollars on it and reselling it. Just a bunch of reselling. I mean, if you ask me, I mean, it's for a facade. You can't, I mean, you got a whole self-love book out. Say you wrote this book for yourself, but have no self-love. Have no self-love. How Brianna, how can you have self-love getting all this work done? Huh? Y'all get on here and talk about other people's teeth. that can smile and be happy with if they got a gap, if they got buck teeth, if they got missing teeth, got more happiness and more shit to smile about than somebody running around here, fake smiling. Mm-hmm. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, yep, yep. Fake smiling. Wasn't proud to shake their ass. Well, maybe they were, but listen, Linda, I'm just saying. You got a bunch of women out here breaking out in the face, losing their hair, losing their edges and shit. Oh, they just jealous. So what are you? You saying women that look better than you is jealous of her, but what would that make you then? Huh? Some of these motherfuckers sitting around here overweight, no edges, barely hanging on to their cribs. Oh, they jealous. Hmm? Y'all will tell bitches that got natural, nice bodies to be jealous of a sculpted one. I mean, I'm not for sure how that works. Y'all will say y'all mad because y'all smile ain't like hers. Her smile ain't like hers. Hmm? Hmm? Huh? I mean, I'm just saying, if I'm not mistaken, if Brianna was to pop those veneers out, you will find a mouth of gaps. I mean, to be honest, you're going to find gaps. You're going to find some baby like teeth. You know what I'm saying? you going to find that, I don't think that before she got them veneers, I mean, I don't think Colgate and Crest and all of them, had her on speed dial. I don't think they was looking to give her, I don't know, a deal or anything based on her smile just being the, best smile that you can like find on this here good app. I mean, geez, I think all of our smiles could like equate to her smile for the right price. I mean, it has nothing to do with, hygiene and, growing up and getting some braces to close your gap or retainers to get your buck teeth corrected. I mean, it has everything to do with paying a price to get a new set of choppers altogether. I'm just saying. Hmm? I mean, I don't think before those veneers was in her mouth, like, I mean, hell, Brianna hardly even smiled that much. She didn't really look like, I mean, she was a basic cute girl. I would never say Brianna was ugly. I've never thought Brianna was ugly, but she wasn't nothing that you about to leave your wife and your kids for. If that was the case, she'd be with the pastor. Hmm? I mean, I'm just saying, y'all got life fucked up. Brianna used to have a flat ass before the last couple of years of her and the truth. She had a flat. She wasn't all thick on the backside like that when she first came on the scene with that man. No, 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 no. She had gaps in her mouth. Yes, 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 yes. She had a basic bosom. Hmm. She had a basic job. She had 3 degrees, and she worked at Best Buy. Hmm. Yeah, picture it, picture it, picture it. All I'm saying is, y'all so fanned out. What you will put out on this here internet is the same shit I have to imagine you teach your children. I have to imagine that you tell your kids the same thing that you would tell me. Hmm? That I shouldn't smile and love myself because I don't have perfect teeth. Hmm. I think you are the type of women who would say, look at that Victoria's Secret model and know that, that's what you should aspire to look like, right? Because that's what the world considers beautiful, right? And absolutely, Tommy, without a shadow of a doubt. I love me some Miss Shaw now. And I love her voice. Clock it. But yes. Yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. You are the type of women who will say, no man's gonna love you with your natural ass. You're the type of women that I venture to guess the way you want all your ops to believe that they don't mean shit, look like shit, and ain't shit. Because they don't look like the fake version of Brianna. That's what y'all want, huh? Y'all tell y'all ops to not be happy with themselves. And you use Brianna as a reference. Hey, babe. Let me see. Shooby doo. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I would love that, Miss Sean. I would absolutely love that. Let me see. Hold on, yeah, I had to run downstairs real quick. I had to run down my invisible steps. I had to run down my invisible steps real quick. But what was I saying? What was I saying? I don't forget. Oh yeah, bodies and things. Like, we all have body shamed and shit like that. We have, right? Oh, vice versa, Miss Shawn. I stand behind you 10 toes, you dig? And that's on the set. And we damn sure gonna make that happen. Um, I just had wanted to point that out because it is, even though we do talk shit to our ops, we talk shit. You fat, you look like a crackhead, you look like an alien, you look like this, you look like a dude, and we everybody pop they shit, right? This goes back years and years on the school bus. Your mama so fat, da da da. Your mama so da da da. Jokes is jokes, and this, that, and the third. It's not the jokes that's a problem when it comes to ops and shit. What's a problem is the comparisons. hmm The problem is that you have more women on here that are naturally themselves than you have those that have enhanced or and again, I'm not one that's against however anybody want to do anything. I am against, however, comparing or shaming women to not feel good about themselves because of you want to point out another woman, right? Like, if somebody says something about Brianna, it's always about somebody's jealous of her. That's weird business to me. And it's weird to me that other women put that much praise into other women's looks and this, that, and the third. Because what it says is that if you think another woman is capable of being jealous of a certain woman, that means that to me, I see that you have those tendencies, right? It makes me feel like if that's the only go-to when it comes to telling the truth on Brianna, I feel like that's a lot of other people's tendencies that cause themselves her fan club are people that if they weren't fans or pretend to be fans of hers, they are people who would sit in the shadows and hate on her and be jealous of her, not just doing commentary. They'd be jealous, like people feel inferior to Amora because she got a pool. These women literally to shame somebody else, they shame themselves. They will sit here and say, "Oh, you bitches mad because you ain't got a pool like Amora's," but also not have a pool like Amora's. You see, goofy shit. They be so mixed up in trying to windmill for somebody that they don't realize that they will tear each other down in the same breath. Oh, be jealous. Y'all mad because y'all booty don't shake like her. Well, yours don't either. I'm sorry, what? Hmm? I mean, this internet stuff be having people wig the fuck out. They be having people wig the fuck out. Like I'm being honest. At this point, the girl life is not impressive. It's actually an embarrassment to get up here and not be able to pull, to feel like you can't pull attention from men without exposing your body meets a motherfucker before your tickle bitties and bottom with introduces themselves before you introduce yourself. Huh? After you're done twerking, what type of conversation do you have without popping your neck, snapping your fingers, and doing hood rat shit? What type of conversation do you have? What type of success do you have? Hmm? What were you doing before becoming Latruth's wife? Working at Best Buy in an average nice home. Not a big huge home. Wasn't doing nothing special. You wasn't owning a home. You were renting a decent home. Working a regular schmegular job. With your regular teeth, your regular ass, and your regular tickle bitties. Okay? Clock it. Clock it. Clock it. If you was such that shit prior to LaTruth, there would not have been changes made while being with LaTruth. Hmm? If you could afford the lifestyle that that man helped provide and get you on, you would have already had the new teeth. Clock it. You would have already had the new ass. Clock it. And you would have already had the breast. Clock it. hmm hmm You would have already had 3 million subscribers. Clock it. hmm None of that shit came to after the man that is so heavily degraded around here, so heavily shitted on and degraded, yet everything they brag about on her, he provided. Hmm? The fan club she got came from being his wife. Mhm. Whether a divorce, a marriage, any of that shit. She started building a page while with LaTruth. She was just a regular supporter out in these streets before linking up with that man who already did, in fact, have 8 point whatever million subscribers. Why? Because I've been following the man and his brother since 2015. Clock it. I'm probably one of the longest running people who followed them other than their family. Right. Exactly, Sierra. I was following these brothers before Brianna was even in the family. All right. I ain't find them in a marriage. See, I've been around. I'm probably the least one to speak on these people. And I've probably been around damn near the longest. 11 years. You heard me? If you were to go to my Facebook account, the first time I ever shared anything of Kevin's was 2015. I started following LaTruth in 2016. Mm-hmm. I was there for the skits. I didn't have to go back in time. It's why I grabbed this story because I was already following the family. I didn't have to catch up because I heard about a tote and this, that, and the third. I was already following this family. The moral of the story is you can say what you want. Okay, Becca, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, okay, good shit, good shit. And thank you to if let me see. I seen a name in here. I might have missed. If I missed anybody, shout out to y'all, sending you mad love. You feel me? What I mean. Hey, Miss Andrea, good to see you, sweetheart. And thank you, what I mean, for the gift. Exactly, Miss Shayla. Absolutely. Yep. See, some of us been around from the beginning. We ain't just hop on. We might have, like me, I might have became a content. Well, I was a content creator, just starting out before this thing. But some of us was, we might have started content creating around the family. But some of us was here before it became a hot topic, before a tote and all of that shit. You heard me? So with that being said, that is also why I took the side of RH because in skits I used to see how Brianna ain't had no problem smacking him upside his head, and she ain't never moved like some. Hey, Miss O, and I think Miss Eugenia was in here too at some point. If I miss speaking to you, Miss Eugenia, I saw you and I apologize if I miss speaking to you. Shout out to you, baby. Um, 411, that tote video you did was hilarious. Yeah, I gave some of my best skit work round them times. Yes, oh yes, oh yes. I had me a good time. For real, for real. I made the saga fun for myself. Let me see. But thank you, baby. So in a nutshell, reeling this thing back in, I think it's bullshit for Brianna to have came out here. I know I was talking about the body stuff, but I think I made my point that women should not be out here because they're fans and pointing out, coming for somebody, other people saying you should feel like shit because you don't look like this, or you should. I used to be in your lives. I remember you, Miss Shayla. I remember you, babes, and it's good to see you up in here. You did. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like. Like, don't, just because somebody don't like somebody don't mean it got to be because they're jealous or this, that, and the third. If you tell the truth of how you feel about Amora, it doesn't mean that you talking shit because you jealous of her life, her marriage, her pool, her checks, or any of that. It could just mean you just making an observation and giving an opinion. So I wish that people get out their head that because you so fanned out, people think the truth equates to jealousy, and that just, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. So if you want to big somebody up, big them up. You ain't got, if I see something I want to point out, you ain't gotta join me. You heard me? You don't gotta join me. You can feel how the fuck you want to feel. If I'm speaking about something on Brianna and you don't, and you a fan and don't like it, go live and talk highly of her. Everybody around here think the only way to combat something is to talk worse about somebody else. Talking shit about RH won't make Brianna's actions look better. That's my point. And the same goes the other way around. If RH was out here crashing out, people who support him talking shit about Brianna, it wouldn't make his actions go away. That is the truth about cats and dogs. People think, hey, if I cuss out this content creator, on behalf of Brianna, it changes something. No, it doesn't. You can cuss me out. It doesn't take away if her child failed school or not. Hold on, guys. Okay, let me see. But we don't know her to like her. Most of us just dislike her behavior and how to play it on people's top line in their face, like we're delusional and dumb. And I agree with that, Mel. That's what I be having the biggest issue with. It's like, um, she let her child. Hold up. Let me not move myself too fast. Hold up. Lying in their face like we delusional dumb. Mel, I couldn't have said that better myself. People act like if you say something about her, it's like you the worst, you the scum of the earth. They instantly go live like, look, they talking shit, they doing this. And then what's even crazier, let me tell you so fucked up about these people. And I got to say this because I had and this was some days ago, I think I heard this, but I actually heard somebody threatening to try to get her kicked out of child, let me get my shit together because this shit wild. These people are so fucked up in the head. I actually heard some of the LTs threatening to call RH's landlord or whatever because of Amira staying there or whatever the case may be, and getting her and her daughter kicked out. Now, let me tell you this. What type of mothers? These are whole live mothers, huh? This shit ain't just about no RH in a mirror. There are fucking children involved. Now, this man is doing his best to provide a place for not just his children, but also his grandchild. And these bitches run around here so hard up on trying to windmill for Brianna that they don't even give a fuck that if you fuck with the mother, you are also fucking with the child. If you fuck with the with who's to say that if you get him kicked out of his place, right? Or even get her kicked out of his place, how you know that won't trickle down to getting him into some type of trouble where he will lose his place. Then what you have is 3 homeless children and 2 homeless adults, not because they are irresponsible, because they sure wasn't calling nobody on when Janelle was housed up all in, whether he had his own place or not, don't fucking matter. He was housed up and laid up in Brianna's house, huh? But I don't recall nobody, to my knowledge, threatening to get her kicked out of her home because Janelle was spending nights there. That shit is crazy as fuck. Hey, Miss Eugenia, love you. Shout out to you, Pooh. I thought I seen you earlier and I had missed speaking to you. So I'm glad you came back so I could say, hey, boo, hey. So yeah, hold on, y'all. Let me drink a little coffee. So I really strongly had like my giggly bush back. So I strongly it's like you don't think about that because why? These y'all don't really care about these children. Y'all too busy being fanned out behind the adults in the story that it shows you that there's a bunch of women out here that don't give 2 fucks about kids. Huh? Everybody running around here preaching all this protect the kids or da 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 the kids. Y'all bitches don't give a fuck about no children. You too busy having vendettas out on grown ass adults. You don't give a fuck whose mouth you taking food out of. You don't give a damn about who you are creating a shall I say a environment that is not stable behind your own selfish social media behaviors. Y'all want to turn people's lives topsy-turvy because y'all beat over another piece of pussy. All right? That's all it is. That's all it is. Everybody acting like they fighting to be the girlfriend or something. That's crazy fucking work. Hell, I used to say the same shit about some when it came to RH. Like, damn, what the fuck? It's one thing to be a fan, it's one thing to be a supporter, but all this goofy shit, like y'all people don't even go this hard for your own fucking kids, like y'all do when y'all be in these chats fighting a windmill for no damn Brianna. That's a grown ass woman who sit on here and clearly don't care about if she's doing goofy shit in the public eye. She want to document everything on the internet, and y'all want everybody to, oh, don't say nothing. I know you guys are content creators and she's a public figure, but we like her. So please don't bother her. Get a fucking life. Get a life. Get a fucking life. Y'all would let somebody drag y'all own families, but sit up here and want to do the most behind you being a fucking fan of a lady. Ain't half y'all bitches ain't met. Everybody fighting to be the bestie, the auntie, the fucking godmother, and everything else. Get a fucking life. Y'all bitches act like y'all ain't even got families of your own. Period. And so obsessive that even her, Brianna herself, have had to tell people to fall back and leave shit alone. Half time y'all don't even be helping. Y'all be helping motherfuckers get in more trouble than y'all support is even worth. But motherfuckers care more about views and super chats than they care about respecting and protecting their own homes and families. And that's on the set. Sit around here and make excuses for whatever side you on to drag one child over another when they all belong to the same fucking family. Huh? The Sharia ain't Brianna's, but it's okay for her to be drugged here and drugged there, this, that, and the third. But she's still RH. She's still the sister of Brianna's daughter. They are sisters. How crass grown ass women run around here trying to drag the one child while protecting another. Just doing the most. Just doing the most. Y'all some raggedy ass aunties, if you ask me. Raggedy as fuck. Too busy trying to fuck up the truth world that you don't know, you understand as a fucking parent, you numbskulls. His world is Moski's world. His stability is Moski's stability when she is with him. Where she gonna go visit if the man ain't got no home because some pressed ass, old school ass biddies running around these YouTube streets acting all vengeful over a couple they ain't got shit to do with. Ain't none of y'all ever been to a family reunion, ain't did shit, all right? Ain't did a motherfucking thing. Ain't did shit. It's a fucking shame. Y'all don't even keep in mind there's children involved. You don't keep in mind that these parents is all these children got. And thanks to the internet ain't made it easy for them to even have that. Why? Because the internet too worried about having sides, right? They don't want to bridge the gap for baby Moski. They don't want to bridge the gap for the families. No, 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 no. The internet will encourage Brianna and her baby fathers to stay at odds and never have peace. Because why? It shows that, and I will say this for any of the parents, the internet ain't been no good for the family as a whole. As a whole. But because it's more important for people to have content and be content while pretending they want to be left alone and not talked about. No, 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 no. Everybody want to be talked about. They just want only good shit to be said. They just want people to praise them, not hold them accountable. See, I already had my people chew me out behind the same things I'm saying with Brianna when the fuck I ain't like shit LaTruth was doing, I pointed that out and had to get a bunch of fucking bullshit on my head. Everybody on my head. Makes me no difference. The truth shouldn't be scared and fear shit. But see, right now, I feel like LaTruth is doing better. LaTruth is actually putting his family first. He's actually caring about these children. He's even willing to get custody. Just why is it you got two baby daddies willing to get custody of their kids, but the one that ain't never been on child support or took in a court ain't even fucking damn listen, barely request to fucking keep their ass to spend what they spend in a night bag. Huh? Hell yeah, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. It makes me feel like them two know something that we don't, or y'all don't. Crazy fucking work. Crazy work. Crazy work. I don't think people out here know what good support really looks like. That's why I love the people in my life and in the 411. You know, it's just like the road that's wide and the road that's narrow. The road that will fit many and the road that will fit but a few. That's how I like to look at shit. You know, when you will always have more liars out there than truth tellers. You will always have more manipulators than uplifters, and so and so forth. Usually, wherever the masses is, ain't always the best place to be. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes not so much. You feel me? Some people wonder why they can't find an exit plan because they too busy wanting to stand in the middle of the crowd. They can't see one. They can't see one. Can't see the forest from the trees because they too busy wanting to be in the center of all the bullshit. It's weird business. Why sit up here and talk about what won't happen in your house when your father have had questionable things on his background and he was in your house? He kept your children. You had a whole man that you wasn't even married to was able to put their hands on your son and you stayed chasing him. You stayed chasing him, had kids with the man. Huh? That shit is ridiculous. Motherfuckers don't find no problems with nobody until that person becomes they op. Then you got all the issues in the world with somebody. Oh, they was this, they was that, they was an abuser, they was this, they did this. I cut it the fuck out. You run and people run around here, say people lying on them and this, that, and the third. Then you know you sneaking and geeking, trying to be with folks. That shit, like, come on, man. No self-respect. None. Let somebody put their hands on your child over shoes, and then charged you for them after blessing them with all kinds of expensive gifts. That's crazy. When y'all ever see Johnny Boy pour into those boys? We used to see LaTruth take them to get haircuts, play basketball with them, go to the pool with the kid, all kind of stuff. When y'all ever see Jonell pour into them kids dolo and as individuals? Never. What type of quality time do y'all see Brianna have with her kids where it's not about, it's the same thing with another person on YouTube. Can't do shit in a personal life without involving social media. Can't eat, have a snack, do nothing without the world having to. You can't even have an intimate moment. Can't fucking cook a meal, can't clean the house, can't do shit without social media having to have for without it being content. Can't even enjoy a decent date night without it having to be content. This shit ain't about people enjoying their lives. This is about people pretending to have a life for content. Mhm. Mhm. That's all I see. Content chasers. Content chasers. Same as her. You got hours to come on here and have a super chat party, but you can't have a super thinking and problem solving party for your children. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Mm-mm. Was kids on me and they wasn't ready. Kids at the time, they said that several times. Absolutely, Mel. She did force kids on men. And because she didn't build any of these relationships out of love, that's why the kids are there and the love is gone. This is why she has three, possibly four, allegedly um be baby daddies, and might be the reason why she don't really fuck with the like cause any trouble. I mean, I'm just saying when you start making 2 + 2 = 4, like, I mean, why are you coming for every baby daddy but your first one? And you got the most kids supposedly with him. Hey, personal touch, baby. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat, boo. You know, you got the most kids with the first baby daddy, but you ain't trying to get no money for the 3 kids you got with the first one. Child. Mm, mm, mm. I be damn. I be damn. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, honey. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh, child. You cannot make this shit up. And while I'm here, I was waiting to do this towards the end of my life. But I do want to thank my super senders. I didn't put them up there at the time because I can't see the chat when I do. But I do want to thank Tennessee for the love and the support. I do want to thank Mama 3 for the love and the support. Thank you to Angela. Thank you so much. Thank you, Toya. I really appreciate it. Thank you to Buttercup. I really appreciate it, love. Thank you to Miss Leela. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you to Miss Lasonda. I greatly appreciate you, dear. Daily Sips. I appreciate you, love. Jaleel, thank you so very much for the love. Miss Annette, thank you so very much for the love. Miss Tammy, thank you so very much, my love. I really, really appreciate it. I just didn't want to forget to do that. Let me see. You guys are rock stars. All right, put my giggly bush out. So, I know we've covered, and thank you all for the gifts as well. Thank you so much for the gifts, and to everybody too that pulled up in this live and just showed any type of love, hit the like button, gave me a view. Like, thank you for real, for real. Thank you so very much. Um, where was I? Because I am about to wrap up because I have been on here 2.5 hours, but I don't get come on here like I would like to, but I'm glad I got to spend some time with you guys today. But yeah, let me finish this coffee. But yeah, so this live was not really, even though it may have come off that way, it was tough love because as a woman, I don't hate anybody, you know. I have love for God's people. But family, friends, enemy, anybody. When you see effed up things and you hope that things change for the better, it is not Brianna's reputation that I'm here to give a damn about. Uh, I'm not here to change people's love for her, but because I care about the children and I've heard the things that I've heard, hearing people, and even Amira, who is really innocent in all of this, she is not a troublemaker or someone out here that's got a vendetta against Brianna or any of that. And so the other thing I forgot to mention was I saw also a lot of people calling her a drunk or this, that, and the third, and or whatever. Having a glass of wine or coming on live to relax and enjoy yourself. Yes, Queen V. Shout out to you, baby. And sending mad love to you, love. Um, the hey, love. Um, I think it's crazy that anytime you people on the internet see somebody living out loud, because it's so funny how much shit people talk about, whether it's giggly bushers, drinkers, whatever. It's so many people that's so goofy that sits on this internet behind these screens doing whatever it is they do, whether it's overeating, or whether it's drinking, smoking, whatever you're doing behind your closed doors. It's so many people on here genuinely that are pretenders. You want to know why? Because the world's calculations and census tells us that people, you can't tell me that the world. Oh, Miss Eugenia, thank you so very much. And you know I'm going to stay of good courage. See something, say something. I love you so much, sweetheart. And I really, really appreciate you, Miss Eugenia, from the bottom of my heart. And you know this. Thank you so much, love. Truly, truly. I'm giving you a cyber hug right now. Ooh, and I'm squeezing. Thank you, sweetie pie. Um, I kind of forgot what I was saying, but it was worth it. It was worth it. I forgot what I was saying, but it was worth it. Um, what was I saying? Does anybody know? Oh, that's right. I was talking about people's vices. There is people on here, and I'm gonna keep it hot, all right? Because people gonna have to learn how to grow the fuck up, all right? And stop taking constructive criticism like insults and grow the fuck up. There is people on here all over that talk so much shit. Sit in these chats acting holier than thou. But in the same breath, they watch kids being drugged. They sit and they will big up people and welcome people like that other person that got her kid to come say some foul ass shit to Dawn or whatever the case may be. People will sit here and judge they opt for the same thing that they welcome and they praise. They will talk shit about who background is what until it comes to the backgrounds in their own circles, and then it's cool. They go from what they don't want to be around and judging who the fuck ever until it sits amongst them, and then they quiet and they hush mouth. Huh? They have thieves and shit sitting and fraudulent people sitting right at their fucking feet because the people be acting like they just kiss feet all day, and I just will never be one of them. But yeah, you sit here and talk shit about what a op life like, but have the same lifestyles right there in your chats, on your panels, so and so forth. People that are bad fucking mothers, people that sit here and apply bad fucking behaviors, people that attack children, people that are vengeful and want to fuck up other people's lifestyles, people that sit full of jealousy in these chats, people that go alone that get along like the little girls they act like. Absolutely. Absolutely. Huh? You want to judge, sit in the chat. Oh, yeah. She's a druggie. Oh, yeah. She's an alcohol. Oh, yeah. It be the same motherfuckers doing the same shit. Everybody in these chats act like they don't take no shot, have a glass of wine. Last time I checked, when you's a grown motherfucker handling your grown motherfucker business, you can do what the fuck you want to do. And you want to know why a lot of y'all find yourself kissing ass around this internet and can't be authentically who the fuck you are because you too busy being somebody else for another motherfucker? Clock it. See, the only reason why anybody on here knows I indulge in giggly bushes because I'm a grown motherfucker that if I do it, if listen, if I as a grown motherfucker don't hide who I am from my family and my real off YouTube friends, what the fuck am I gonna hide who I am from anybody on here? Hmm? I'm using me as an example. I'm an advocate for the giggly. You heard me? So who the fuck really sitting around here thinking you can hurt my feelings because you're not? Get a life. It's a whole lot of motherfuckers judging other motherfuckers for what they do, and you a more fucked up person than a motherfucker you saying, oh, they do this, they do that. Well, then why is you the motherfucker with so many mental issues and you sober? You don't do nothing, huh? It's a motherfucker that Big Rig over there used to love saying, oh, she's a self-medicator, but who the motherfucker running around here was acting psychotic for several months, huh? Let's clock it and talk about it. See, I don't be giving a fuck about no feelings, just like the truth. See, you ain't got to care about feelings when you standing on the truth. You don't like the way it sounds, stop doing dumb shit that you got to lie about. You remember this? Clock it. See, it be a lot of sober motherfuckers running around here doing fraudulent shit. It's a lot of sober motherfuckers sitting around here doing a lot of lying, a lot of capping, a lot of scamming, a lot of shit talking, a lot of barring, begging. Yeah. But you sober though. People run around here barely can pay their motherfucking damn bills by their damn self. Oh. But you're not known for having a shot. You're not known for smoking a cigarette. You're not known for smoking no giggly bush. But you are known for not being able to take care of your responsibilities. Clock it. Why is there so many people running around here sober? They got the most problems. Oh my God. Come on now. Single, barely making it. Got to rob Peter to pay Paul. But it's the motherfuckers minding their business, huh? Getting off work, taking themselves a nice shiggity shot, making themselves a nice little cocktail in they grown ass life in they house where they pay bills at. But because you know that they indulge, all of a sudden they got to be an alcoholic. They got to be a crackhead. They got to be a cokehead. They got to be a this. They got to be that. Why? Because you want them to be. That's why a lot of y'all run around here lying on people now because your lives is fucked up while claiming to not do this, that, or the third. Then why your life fucked up and you gotta lie about how fucked up somebody else's life is that's doing all these things you frown upon, but not doing these things didn't help you get your shit together. I wonder why that is. Come on now. You apply and you talking shit about who's saying something else about this, that, and the third. But I see another lady who really do way too much in front of her children. Get her children to do crazy shit, but you sit there, hey girl, hey, welcome. Hey girl, hey. Huh? Yeah. See, I'm one of the most disliked content creators because I see so much bullshit and I'm subject to say something about it. Yeah. Cause I don't give a fuck about who my friend. Long as the universe keep universing in my favor, baby, I ain't living for people to like me on the internet. Okay. Mm-mm. The hell, I can't grow you up by giving a damn about how you gonna feel about the truth. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Amira is around here with more femininity, softness, and sensuality and some more shit than half of you motherfuckers running around here sober with no glass of wine in your hand. Run around here, motherfuckers looking like whole goddamn dudes. Motherfuckers run around here don't even know how to halfway dress according to their body type. Lord Jesus, somebody help me and slow me down. Listen, you want to talk about it? Some of y'all don't even fucking know how to walk like a woman. Come on, some of y'all don't even know how to talk like a woman. Not to me. You can talk like a nigga to me all you want, but I see how I can. You can hear in the backgrounds, in the chateaus, how some people, when my husband comes in. Listen, hunt. My voice is one way on the internet when I'm straightening, but let that man walk in, baby. My voice changes because why? I am feminine, soft, and sensual amongst my husband. You hear me? I ain't up here having to be gruff like I'm talking to a bunch of internet motherfuckers. No, 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 no. No, baby. I'm not trying to be in my home matching my husband's masculine energy. The fuck? Uh-uh. Why Brianna run around here popping her neck left and right? Amira run around here doing yoga and shit. She doing yoga skits. She talking in her feminine voice. Child, listen, I could put her on like ASMR and go to sleep. You heard me? Make you want to just go get a cup of hot cocoa and just sit and goddamn listen in a soft robe. Listen, you don't want to hear me talk. A mirror voice make you just want to go and sit. Listen, it's like a cold winter's day in a nice, snuggly, warm house coat and a cup of hot cocoa with some marshmallows with your favorite show playing. She reminds me of a good day. You heard me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. She reminds me of a good day, the kind of old school ladylike energy that just when you take her around your family, you just feel good about it. It doesn't have to come with a disclaimer like, nah, I don't think you should wear that. You do know where we're going. Or, could you, somebody that know how to control their attitudes when they not getting their way. She reminds me of compromise. She reminds me of something gentle. Now, I'm not dating the lady. I'm just telling you what the fuck I see. Okay. The energy makes me want to sit Indian style, press my middle finger and my thumbs together on each side of me and do a mantra or something. Okay, that she makes me want to go make a smoothie or some shit. All right, the lady just exudes softness. Okay, she just exudes understanding and sensitivity. You heard me? You don't see her hitting RH upside the head and things of that nature. You don't see her trying to knuckle up with a man full of attitude, popping her neck, rolling her eyes. You see somebody that you want to come home to, have a conversation with, somebody that you can lay your burdens down and they gonna pick it up and switch that shit from something that you forget is even a burden. Do you hear me? I'm talking about the kind of woman that don't just tell you, here go all my problems and make it better. I'm talking about a woman that can say, listen, Linda, tell me what we got to work with, and we gonna figure out how to play with the cards that we are dealt. Somebody that tell you, listen, Linda, bring your daughter up in here and the grandbaby. Somebody that's gonna welcome your children in there and try to be a good version of themselves because they got some extra people looking at them. Somebody, they make themselves responsible for parts of your life because it means something to you. Not somebody that's saying invest your money, your time, your energy solely into me. I don't want your daughter here because it's gonna take away the attention that's on me. I'm talking about somebody that didn't need a ring on her finger to embrace your children. You heard me and say, come on in the room. Somebody that took those seeds and are now trying to cultivate. They trying to cultivate some things with you. You took what you got and you laid it at Amira's feet, and Amira picked that thing up and said, listen, Linda, we gonna get to it and we gonna do it. You heard me? Listen, somebody that you want to hold the hand of when you're walking in to your mama's house, like, mama, listen, Linda. Somebody that if his mother was here would be proud that the grandbaby and her grandchildren, come on now, rest in heavenly peace. Somebody that she can trust that if he has a hard time, she ain't gonna make it about her. Somebody that can look in his eyes and say, I know when you're having a bad day, and I'm not gonna lay my day down on you. Let me talk about what's going on with you. Can I be a ear to your problems, huh? Listen, Linda, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Somebody that said, I'm not worried about having a bigger ass. I'm not worried about no bigger breasts because, listen, Linda, I pulled you without all the fancy work, and I'm all right with that. Somebody that says, I just know it's in her eyes. I like the way you're looking at me right now. I don't feel like I need to make no physical improvements to keep you because you chose me as I am. Why should I want to make changes to myself when that's not a requirement because I loved myself way before you came into my life, She saw the beauty in herself before she dropped into his life. She was sensual before she dropped into his life. See, that's why it's made an impact on his life because who she is, she's been before she ran into LaTrue. See, when somebody comes into your life, they're not supposed to be a subtraction to your character, a subtraction to your integrity, make you second guess if you are a man at all. It's somebody that's supposed to love you like God would. I'm going to take you as you are, and you've got the opportunity to take the love I'm going to put on you, and we going to cultivate this thing to something better. We going to share it with people, sure. But see, when those cameras go off, The same light that you shine on what we got going on better still glow when we cut these cameras off. I think Amira's the kind of woman that would say, I don't mind the cameras on, but if I feel your energy is changing, it gets better when the people are watching. I got to know that you gonna be soft and gentle with me when ain't nobody looking. Then we can involve them, huh? See, I don't need your titles, all right, before you ready. See, Amira came in stepping, saying, I don't mind sitting by the fireplace with a glass of wine, laughing and joking and singing together. But let me go ahead and tell your audience, don't put a label on me just yet that I am not asking for. Sure, I'm enjoying this man's company, but baby, let me tell you when I'm trying to be his girlfriend. Ain't that what Amir told the people when she first came on the scene? Don't put my feelings somewhere where I ain't put my feelings yet, huh? You ain't got to tell me about Miss Season in them, because once I know where we going, then if Miss Season still a blockage or any, do you see how she didn't have to worry about that? Do you see how LaTruth got that? Do you see how Brianna was still a factor, so heavily impacted factor on that man's life when he was with Season, huh? When he was with Season, he talked more about Brianna than he did Miss Season. You heard me? That took some time, didn't it, huh? But when it comes to a mirror, who's salty, huh? Who is salty? Is it LaTruth or is it Brianna, huh? Huh? Come on now. Amira told LaTruth's nemesis and ops, oh, don't tell me what's gonna happen to me because of what happened to Season. Because, baby, y'all don't know me. You don't know what I'm looking for in this man. Hell, I might be looking to just hit and quit him, huh? Amira checked people at the door. I'm not one of them, all right? Don't let the smooth taste fool you because I enjoy this man's company, huh? Don't treat me like I'm the girlfriend before I tell you that I'm the girlfriend. Before we make a declaration, you already treating me like I'm Miss Season, huh? Miss Season jumped in that thing looking for titles. Amira said, hold up, slow your motherfucking roll. Now, I'm new here, but I'm true here. Hmm. She said, don't treat me like I'm jumping in this thing looking for a premature ring. Don't treat me like I'm trying to get pregnant by the man to keep him, huh? She said, I'm a mirror. I'm not Brianna or Season. They don't have to be factors. I don't have to come in here in competition because either the man, I'm cool if the man don't want me. I'm cool if this don't be no more than a great friendship. And that's why a great friendship turned into what looks like a great relationship, huh? Because Amira didn't come in with the same thought mentality, sucker mentality. She didn't want nothing from that man. Amira had her own crib and her own shit going on, was taking care of her own daughter. Hmm? Hmm? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. She out here having a glass of wine, but guess what? Normally, women out here doing crazy shit and wilding out when they are indulging, when they are out getting drunk, partying too much and shit. Hmm? Amira out in the comfort of where she lives with her man. Hmm? She can drink whatever the hell she wants to when she ain't hurting nobody. When she ain't leaving her kids in the house to fend for themselves to go chase the truth. Huh? Yeah. Mhm. This lady got one child. Hmm? And it seemed to me she ain't leave that child behind to be a part of LaTruth's life. It looks to me that she made it clear. Listen, Linda, this ain't no me having no relationship with you versus, taking away from my child. Hmm? That child is in there being loved and respected. Hmm? Mm, 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 mm. Amir has been a better influence on those children than both Season and Brianna. Both of them. See, we see pictures of her tapping into the Sharia's spirit, not using her as a pawn. She ain't trying to turn the Sharia against Sierra, huh? She's not trying to turn Moski against Brianna. But that's what type of time y'all seem to be on. Now Amira is the enemy. What made her the enemy? Because of her presence, because of a glass of wine? Is that why people on here calling her a drunk and a bitch and a this and a that? Huh? I don't see her going live and making all her shorts about twerking and being half undressed to appeal to these audiences. I don't see her in and out of court with her baby daddy. Hmm? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Miss Caesar was just like a lot of them. Even while Robert was, had moved on, she still hollering how she would have married. I'll marry Rob. Why? These is the type of people who, like, listen, you just trying to be attached to something. That's why I love this for Amira, because you can go to her channel and you can see how she has a sweet, kind, kindred spirit. You can see that. You can see how she ain't on the internet full of drama. Y'all around here just gonna have the nerve to judge her when, but y'all sober and ain't got nothing but drama going on. Run around here clapping for all the wrong shit. Y'all clap for division. You clap for unpeaceful situations. Y'all clap for kids being thrown in the middle of shit. I applaud a woman like Amira who doesn't have to, who can be sensual and sexy and super feminine without having to have her booty meat hanging out for the public. Why? Because it shows that she wants to be a woman of substance. She's beautiful as hell, naturally. That lady got but listen, that lady got a veneer smile that's her real teeth. All right. And by that, that's a compliment. Meaning the type of smile a lot of these women paying for, she actually fucking has. Can't nobody say this lady got, and that might be what got motherfuckers salty, because she has beautiful eyes, she has a beautiful smile, she has a very nice shape, and she has very nice hair. And she is intelligent. And she's spiritually in tune. That's so many good things I can say off of just this short time of seeing and looking at her channel and tapping in. She has a great sense of style. She's comfortable with who she is. She can throw on a jogging suit and some sneakers, and she doesn't have to have skin tight joggers on to be cute and comfortable. She can come on here in a pair of basketball shorts and a wife beater the same way she can come in a satin or silk dress and be beautiful. She can literally, she listen. Yes. That's what you call a natural beauty, mesmerizing eyes, a mesmerizing smile. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody take that away from her. People made fun of Season, old Aunt Booty, this, that, and the third. And Season wore a lot of hair weaves and this, that, and the third. You can't do that with Amira. She is very well versed. Ain't no fucked up storylines out here about her, and people just hate that. Trust me, they'll start digging and trying to find something. But if you just look at her channel, she might ain't have millions of subscribers, but she was out here kicking, spiritual and sensual things and tapping into softness and femininity. I love that. And I hope that and I know that, she's someone who will instill that into her child. She's somebody who will instill that with her child, that you do not have to go and do this or do that. You can embrace who you are. And I'm not gonna front, of course, sometimes, I get it. Everybody genetics ain't the same, and that's okay. But if the only answer to love yourself is to change things like that, to put that out, it's not nothing wrong with women who have done it. But to make it seem like that's the only way to embrace yourself is to, you know, do that. Like, that's not a message I would want our young girls to feel like. Yeah, she's very confident, very wise. Yes. And she's not ghetto at all. She talks with lightness. You can tell that she is um fun to be around. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she's she seems very healthy, energetic. Who wouldn't want to be around that? She doesn't seem like someone that walks around with an attitude all day and shit. Always wanting something. Absolutely. And she seems like the kind of person who prefers experiences over things, you know? The kind of person who notices you know, a handcrafted, hand painted bangle before caring about diamonds and shit, somebody who appreciate the energies of gems and stones over luxuries, someone who likes nice things but doesn't build her life around it, you know. Yep. Yeah. Yep. And that's somebody that keeps his attention, his mind, like that man is in love, you know? And I have watched RH play a lot of games and knew when to not take him seriously. But I stand 10 toes with him when it comes to Amira. I think he is everything we see is what it is, you know? Absolutely, Tamik. Absolutely. Absolutely. She seems so genuine about his children, him, you know, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go another step. You know how y'all not ready for me. Y'all not ready for me because I'm gonna end with this. Y'all know how Brianna used to say, I think excuse me, I think Robert was looking for a mother figure. She used to say things like, I think he's looking for a mother instead of a wife. You know how she used to put out there like he had mommy issues because he lost his mother at an early age? Who ain't here following me? Is there anybody in here that recalls when Brianna used to say that Robert was looking for something that she couldn't give him? She said she had children of her own and it was wrong for him to want that out of her for himself, right? Y'all remember that a little bit? All right. Well, check this out. Let me let you in on something. Do you know the qualities of a mother? Let me let you in on something. When a man finds a wife, it is said that he finds a good thing. When a man chooses a woman to be at his side for the rest of his life, a real man does not judge that woman solely based on the body that she has at that moment. Mm-mm. Looks fade. See, when two people choose each other, forever definitely does not mean we're going to have the same hair we have forever. We ain't always going to have our edges. Your ass ain't going to sit quite like it used to, you know? Tickle bitties gonna get a little closer to the navel than to the chin. Come on, somebody out there know what I'm talking about. Ah, sometimes thick, luxurious hair thins out. We get older, black hair turns gray. Come on now. Somebody know what I'm talking about. Somebody know what I'm talking about. We get older. But see, one thing about when a man and a woman finds each other and plans a forever, in the case of Robert, see, a man doesn't just choose a woman because of where they ass is sitting on today. See, when you're really looking at the partner that really is supposed to be your forever, something that you're going to put action into and not just words, see, you got to picture some shit that ain't here today. You're going to have to seek in your mind and picture the tomorrows that ain't quite came. Huh? See, when partners choose each other, you can't just picture the fun and fancy date nights. You got to picture how you're going to get through if money gets a little tight. Hmm? Do you have a motherfucking help mate? Hmm? Do you have someone that is going to comfort you and be your first nurse on site before a hospital can even come into play. Do you hear me? See, sometimes before a person who's gotten sick, right? See, let me tell you something. When my husband had fell ill, the first chain of command on his life, besides God, was me. See, before you can ever get to treatments, cures, whatever you want to say, see, somebody got to love you enough to recognize you don't look like you feeling well. See, when you love someone, you notice if your mother energy seems a little lower than normal. You notice if your children seem a little sadder than usual. You notice if your brother got something that's bothering him. See, when you love people, you know their energy, right? Come on now, I'm talking to somebody out there. Listen to me, Linda. When a man chooses a woman, he's not just choosing a fucking lover. Hmm? He's not just picturing the endless nights of laying in bed making whoopee with one another, huh? Because a lot more comes with marriage than just bedtime, huh? It's a lot more hours to live during the day than just laying down, making love, sharing intimacy. You find the person that if there are problems that may arise, who is worth not going through, but getting through. See, the person you choose ain't supposed to be the person you got to wonder if you gonna go through something. Of course you are. You're gonna go through something no matter who you with. It's about choosing who you gonna get through some shit with, huh? When I'm not smiling and it's a day that I need to cry, is my tears gonna be too much for you? If the day come where I'm not feeling as strong as myself because something that I lost is on my mind and I might need a hug, I might need to lay my motherfucking head down in your lap. I might need you to put the phone down. I might need you to cut the TV off. I might need you to say nothing and read the room when I just want silence. And the only thing that you hear in the room is the sound of my tears in your lap. I might need that shit from you. Hmm? Are you going to be the woman who can handle when I got to be human as a man? Are you going to look at me like the one day I become weak in my spirit? Do I no longer become your superhero? Am I no longer your Superman? The day I can't afford what you want, do you love me less than you did when I gave you everything? Huh? Will the day come where my efforts ain't good enough? Huh? If I lose a little weight and my muscles ain't quite as strong to lift you up like you used to, huh? Are you going to help me get back there? Are you going to leave me when I am weak? Are you going to finally let your eye travel towards another man when I'm not the man that you're used to in a moment, but you know I'd be there for you in a lifetime? Huh? I mean, come on and talk to me. When a man chooses you, you say it's too much to be a mother figure, huh? But see, when a man chooses you, what do you think they need to see in you for you to be the mother of their children? They need to see some motherfucking qualities in you. What comes with that, huh? See, being a nurturer comes with being a mother. A first nurse on board, the first person to care, give a damn, and pray. You hear me? Y'all hear me? See, you cannot question your strength as a wife because you are saying it's in the way of you being a good mother. Huh? Because when a man chooses you, they should see a nurturer in you before they lay down with you, before you start thinking you good enough to produce children and nurture them and raise them, help them. You gonna be the first line of a helpmate to our children. Yet you telling me you ain't got it in you to nurture and be a helpmate to me. You wanted a part of me, huh? You wanted something that connects us together. Yet when you're given that, all of a sudden you saying ain't enough left over for me. I'm supposed to settle, huh? I didn't put the ring on your finger to settle. See, and it's funny because understand the man didn't want no more. God bless him, but the man didn't want no. Mosky, but the man didn't want children in the first place, and you gave him a strong argument with why he probably had that on his mind when he first got with you, that he ain't want no children. Why? Because you might have didn't have it in you to nurture both your husband and your children. See, before you even become a mother, especially so many times over, we skip steps and forget that. You see, it's one thing just to become a mother. Thank you, Tommy, baby. And it's a whole nother thing to be chosen, right? Some people become it before they're chosen. You switch up the game. You wanted to act like you was a nurturer long enough to get the kid, and then it was too much for you. Then you wanted to say he's got mommy issues, wanted you to be what he lost. But guess what? It doesn't seem to be a problem for Amira. It doesn't seem to be a problem for Amira to love him through his losses. Huh? You know what a mother does? See, you ain't got to push nobody out of you to give the love of a mother. You know what mothers give you? They give you hope when nobody else does. I think Amir can handle giving him hope. A mother gives you care before anybody cares about your life, saving your life, praying for your life. A mother will pray over your life. A mother will love you through the worst parts of yourself and get you through it till you believe that you're better than your circumstances. I mean, ain't that what a wife does? Huh? Ain't that what a wife does when a man turns himself away from clinging to his family and he chooses a woman and that woman becomes his family and vice versa? What do you think the woman's job is for that man? You become the person that when it's a hard day outside, you are their safe place. When the rest of the world is speaking down on the one that you love, you are an uplifter, just like a mother would do her children when the teacher ain't treating them right, when the students are bullying them or making things harder on them. A mother will comfort her child just like a wife should comfort her husband. A mother helps their children along the way to success. Well, shouldn't that be what a partner in life also does? Thank you, cousin. I love you. Thank you so much. They should encourage you to be successful. So besides birthing a child, it seems to me that some of the same things it takes to be a good wife is also some of the same things it takes to be a good mother, but you ain't had that in you. You couldn't encourage your children and both your husband, huh? You couldn't uplift his spirit like a mother uplifts their children. Huh? I'm trying to figure out what more was he asking for that you ain't pledged your life to be? Hmm? For better and for worse, sickness and in health, till death do you part. Sickness and in health, in sickness and in health. Your love started fading when his health took a turn, when he had to fix some things, work on some things, save himself. You ain't really give a fuck. You ain't really give a fuck if you were to ask me. Seems in some of his weakest moments, perhaps you did turn your back, made it more about you and how you felt than the healing of your spouse. Even more worried about renewing vows and doing all this instead of simply just creating a nest egg in case you needed it, in case your spouse needed some more time to heal, needed some time from doing whatever the hell on social media and everything else, building a nest egg. No, you wanted to put money into going out the country or wherever to go getting married and shit. All for show. Hey, Danny, baby. Shout out to you, love. It was all for show. And this is just the truth of it all. You couldn't be what you were required to be because you was false faking in the first place. You agreed to all the wifely duties because you just wanted the wifely motherfucking perks. You wanted the new teeth that comes with being a wife to the truth. You wanted the bottom and the breast and those things. You wanted a man that you felt, you wanted to be the trophy, right? And once you got all these perks with your looks, oh, then you were then became too good for the truth, huh? When he cleaned you up and got you together, seems to me that you felt now you were too good. Seems to me now, you know what I mean? Your head started getting big. You start feeling like, nah, if I can pull him with my old body, imagine who I can pull with my new body. That's what you said. Thoughts. Thoughts. Thank you, cousin. I love you so much, baby. That's thoughts. Mm? Opportunists. That's it. That's all. That's what you saw when you started dating Janelle. That's where the Woo was doing their thing. And yes, that was a great series that I tapped into. And him being a part of it is a big thing, no matter who wants to take away from it. Wu-Tang Clan used to, was them boys. You heard me? And to be a part of anything that has to do with them is truly an honor and a blessing, no matter how big, small, none of that. But what you saw was somebody who you knew was, in there enough that you like, oh, he about to take off. Your mama his mama saw the opportunist in you. That's how you felt. You just seen, oh, that's what you thought. And that's why this is why LaTruth was blessed with a woman who, because it's natural, because she's not out here throwing her beautiful looks which is a flex. She not out here throwing her looks and her things in people faces. She's encouraging and uplifting women to be the best version of their real selves. She's out here encouraging women to step into their femininity and to be a partner with their partners and not a competitor. Huh? That's what she's out here teaching with her clothes on, shall I say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. See, it ain't that you superior to her because she's with your ex. The flex is she is with a better version of your ex. She is with someone that is actually making a difference on the truth and in his life. I literally see the improvements. I wouldn't even be just saying none of this if it wasn't true. I see big changes in that man because of her influence. She's a good influence. See, when you really love somebody and they worth it, baby, you ain't got to ask somebody to change. They'll start making changes all on their own because you worth it. She don't bring out the immaturity in him. That's what this saga did. She brings out the man in him day by day and step by step. He's become a better, more attentive father, grandfather, and a friend. I love that shit for him, you know? So my reply not working on the super chats. Oh, I don't know why not, Bookie, but let me see. Uh and thank you so much, cousin, for the blessings. I really love you, love. Thank you so much, sugar. But yes, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm just gonna say, if don't let people that have this particular way of thinking fool you. Don't let people talk you out your drawers to where you dare let yourself become inferior to other people who breathe the same air as you. Period. Do not dare become someone who encourages other women to rather be like to not to encourage women to not be satisfied with who they are or make changes safely. And again, I'm not against whatever anyone wants to do, but what I'm not going to do is encourage women to be jealous of more jealous of this person than that person. All right. A person who I don't call you Bookie Butt Snookums. Don't do me. Um, Listen, so yeah, just don't be out here discouraging people to not love themselves because you gotta have a one up on one side or the other, right? You can support or talk your shit or do whatever, but there's certain things like it's just really a bad look, and to sit here and make ourselves inferior to other women based off of bodies and pools and cribs and shit, but be lacking integrity, be lacking realness, be lacking you spiritually fucked up. Y'all run around here having breakouts, breakups, you know what I'm saying? People, landlords don't want them, and the motherfuckers leaving houses fucked up. Listen, y'all fucking clapping for the wrong shit. Y'all up here all, ooh, she got a bit. Well, damn, clearly you don't know how to take care of it. It's never a good sign when people, if when you do right by people, they don't want to see you go. It be a whole lot of bitches around here with some nice houses who landlords be glad when they leave. But that's just me. Oh man. Sorry, y'all. I was talking to my hubby. Let me see. And thank you, Ty Meek. Did I miss that somehow? Thank you so much, Ty Meek, for renewing that membership. I had missed that. I just scrolled up and saw it. Thank you, sis. Shout out to all my GGs that have been in here modding and blessing alive and helping me out. Y'all are so amazing. And to all the family, for real. Thank y'all for real. My goodness. I feel so very blessed and honored. I do. I feel so honored, you know, to have you guys love and support. It kind of makes me feel like down in my soul cries. Somebody put it in the chat before we go. Drop it in the chat. Whoa, down in my soul it cries. And we gonna also run the devils away. All right, we gonna run the devils away. Okay. Oh, down in my soul cries holy. Whoa, down in my soul it cries holy. Thank y'all so much. You know, God says make a joyful noise. Okay. I'm singing down in my sanctified soul. Down in my soul, it cries, holy. You heard me? Listen. Thank y'all so much for blessing me. You know, I just had to share a little word with you. You heard me? But I'm going to go ahead and pray. You was in the meeting. Oh, my goodness. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Mel, you know, don't play with us. Anytime we need to bring the spirit in here, we gonna bring it in. At least we end better than we start. All right. So, anywho, whoa, down in my soul as I say goodbye, holy. Whoa, down in my soul it cries, holy. I'm singing down in my soul, in my sanctified soul. Down in my soul, it cries, holy. And as we conclude, thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. Y'all some pals and some confidants. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank y'all for being a friend. Doom, 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 doom. I love y'all. Shout out.